University Polar Bears. Today's game is sponsored by Allen Knott Honda Toyota, Cross Care Center, El Campo Mexican Restaurant, Hengelson Sausage Company, Klein's Auto Center, Norada Lanes, Ohio Northern University, NKT.TV, Viva Maria Italian Restaurant, Western Sizzlin' Steakhouse, NKTelco, Whatever Cards and Games, That Place for Pets, and Stites Grocery and Catering, bringing you Ohio Athletic Conference football. Ohio Northern University meets a challenging opponent here this afternoon in John Carroll. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and alongside me, Jeff Henshin for the play-by-play and color commentary for this afternoon's OAC Tilt. John Carroll, Jeff, comes into today's game, number 10 in the country. Only one loss on their schedule, and that's to the powerful Mount Union Purple Raiders, 23-10.
Yeah, they've had a very nice season, and defense continues to be very strong this season. They have a good ground game as well. They've played some pretty good football, and like I said, they lost to a very good Mount Union team, currently ranked number 1 in the nation, D3. So that's not a surprise to see Mount Union up there. But John Carroll, number 11 last week, moved up now into the top 10 and come on the road here, and they're going to have their hands full against a Ohio Northern Polar Bear team that's at home after about a 28-day vacation from home. So they'll look to kind of continue what's been a positive streak for the road teams. Past 5 meetings between these two teams have been won by the road team. So keep that in mind.
Let's take a look at our keys to this afternoon's game, brought to you by Stites Grocery and Catering.
Well, for the John Carroll Blue Streaks, I mentioned their running attack. Ohio Northern also has a strong ground game. They have 3 of the top 7 rushers in the league, so they'll look to slow down that triple-headed monster in the backfield. And I mentioned also their defensive intensity has been superb this season, yielding just 10 points a game. Have already pitched 2 shutouts this season, so their defense has been very dominating. So look to continue that momentum here at Ada. And for the Ohio Northern Polar Bears, continue to play solid football. They haven't committed a lot of turnovers. You don't want to give a team any advantages with a turnover, especially in good field position for them, and as well, cut down the penalties. And Ohio Northern has committed a few, and you hate to see penalties wipe out big plays on offense or on defense, giving the other team an automatic first down. So play smart football is what that comes down to right there. Control the ball, maintain possession, and take care of your opportunities that you're getting.
And our keys to the game this afternoon brought to you by Stites Grocery and Catering. We're just moments away from the opening kickoff. Ohio Northern, of course, their loss this season, a very, very tough one, just a couple of weeks ago, Jeff.
Yeah, it was their last game. They had a bye last week. They traveled down and lost a tough one to Marietta, who's currently undefeated in the OAC. They lost when Marietta scored a touchdown with just 22 seconds left and went for it. The 2-point conversion converted and defeated Ohio Northern 43-42. And Dave, as the score would indicate, a lot of offense in that game, and you mentioned earlier over 1,000 yards of total offense between those two squads.
John Carroll receives the opening kickoff, and they'll bring it back to about the 30-31 yard line. And on a beautiful fall day from the Ohio Northern University campus, football in the OAC is underway. Football at the 35, and John Carroll, a very experienced team. Last year they were 6-4, but as Jeff noted, they're ranked number 10 in the country this year, and with only a loss to Mount Union, which is certainly a powerful team. Megling will be out of the shotgun, 2 running backs next to him. He'll hand off and across the 40.
Well, I thought that Canganelli nearly was tackled when I saw the back of his shirt be pulled down around the neck area. Nothing called, but a good run for Magnanelli, number 15. He's one of those triple-headed or, a good ground gainer for the John Carroll football squad. He leads the team in rushing at 86.4 yards a gain.
Canganelli once again with the run. This time the stop will be by number 22 for the Polar Bears. That's Jarrett Sitton, defensive end out of Paulding. So that'll make it First and 10 is the Blue Streaks.
Boy, it's a lot better environment today, Dave. You mentioned the weather. It's sunny out. It's cool, but boy, no real breeze to think about, but more importantly, no rain. Dave and I sat through Ohio on a high school game last night, and different flavor when it's a drizzle the whole entire night.
And you know the turf makes a big difference, too.
That helps as well.
Yep. Another rush by John Carroll, and it's going to go nowhere as a host of Ohio Northern players in on the stop, led by Eli Beers out of Canal Fulton. And that's a loss of, we'll call it 3 yards, make it 2nd down and 13.
Yeah, that defense you'd want to think wants to make a statement today. They gave up a lot of points, a lot of yards last week, and that never sits well when you're the defensive unit, and especially when your team comes up on the short end. You take some added responsibility and maybe what you could have done to maybe help them win.
Canganelli will take the pitch, and he'll move it up near midfield, and stop there by Ohio Northern number 30, David Hazelou. So it's 3rd down and 4. They look to the sidelines, John Carroll does. Blue Streaks in their dark blue, white uniforms with gold helmets. Canganelli on the fake. Megling looks downfield, and it's going to be caught at about the Ohio Northern 38-yard line, and they'll step out.
Evan Nugent, I believe the receiver, that was a nice route. He went down the field, kind of stutter step, did a quick turn, the ball right on the money.
Fake to Canganelli, but it's going to be a keeper to the left side of Megling, and not much of a gain that time as the Ohio Northern University defense collapses.
A nice first down on last pass play as John Carroll had found themselves a little bit out of system with the loss of yards on first down, but able to overcome that and now get a whole nother set of downs. They've done a nice job this drive, started back in their own territory, and they've made some nice runs and had a nice pass play on the possession or the play before.
3 receivers to the left side. Megling looks to the right, but a good defensive play there by Ohio Northern as number 13, Jamar Hines out of Marion, Cincinnati, tips it away. The defensive back almost intercepted in by one of his defensive back teammates.
I believe it was David Hasselou, number 30, if I read the number correctly, and that'd have been a big turnover for the Polar Bears if he could have come up with the deflected pass. You mentioned David Hasselou. He's a jack of all trades, as you might call him. He was a running back in his first year at Ohio Northern, then turned to a defensive back, and now started all 5 games this year as a linebacker. So he's done a little bit of everything, and he scored at all 3 positions.
Megling downfield pass is caught. Nice catch by number
Boy, the pass
17, Darren Davis.
Like a back shoulder pass is Davis doing a nice job. Is ruled incomplete now.
Ruled incomplete. I thought he had it, but obviously he didn't have control of it.
Break for the Polar Bears, but that was a nice play on the ball by Darren Davis, and it was back shoulder stopped and nearly came up with a great catch. Luckily for the Polar Bears, the drive will stall no force. The punt.
Carr will be in punt formation.
Andy Hahn for John Carroll will punt it away.
Short kick. It's going to hit. It's going to go out of bounds at the 20-yard line. We'll see where they mark it.
25 is probably where they're going to get it.
Keyshawn Coleman with the punt.
Still haven't really seen where they marked it. Dave, have you? Yep, 20.
It's got to be up at about the 25, 26, 27-yard line. They'll mark it at the 20, right at the 25. So Ohio Northern's first opportunity off offense. Let's see what the Polar Bears do here. Anthony McFadden, their quarterback, out of the pistol. Going to be a run to the left side, and it's going to be about a 3-4 yard pickup as Marks with the carry.
Marks on the season, the leading ground gainer on average. He's averaged 85 yards a game. Came into today's contest with the 52 attempts for 434 yards, a long of 63, and a couple of touchdowns on the ground. Again, 85 yards a game for A.J. Marks.
We'll call it 2nd down and 9. There's the fake to Marks as McFadden looks downfield and almost intercepted, and that could have been 6 for John Carroll.
Getting a good read on that was Ariel Jimenez, and you're right, he read it well, stepped in front of the receiver, and there was nothing but green turf in front of Jimenez, and a break for the Polar Bears.
That'll make it 3rd down and 9. Football at the Ohio Northern 26-yard line.
Mentioned turnovers. Anthony McFadden has only thrown 1 interception so far this season. 5 games, just the 1 INT. He's connected through the air, though. McFadden has for 12 touchdowns through the air.
McFadden straight back. He's going to run with it. He's across the 25, tries to get near the 30, but a host of John Carroll defenders bring him down, and that's going to set up a 4th down and a punting situation for the Polar Bears, as Sean Devaney, number 95, will come on.
We mentioned the strong defense of the Blue Streaks. They were pretty good that possession. They gave Ohio Northern a break. Obviously, they could have probably had a pick 6, but the defense yields just the 4 yards, and it brings up a quick punt following the inability to get a 1st down for the Polar Bear offense.
Devaney will kick it away. Snap is good, and the kick will bound out of bounds at the John Carroll 40-yard line. So the Blue Streaks will have good field position to start their 2nd drive of the afternoon. Mount Union and Marietta remain atop the OAC with 4-0 records, followed closely by Ohio Northern, John Carroll, and Baldwin Wallace with 1 loss. And of course, John Carroll has already played Mount Union. Ohio Northern has already played Marietta. Let's see what John Carroll does. Megling, he'll go straight ahead. Brought down there by Justin Croswell, number 87. About a 1-yard pickup for the quarterback for John Carroll. That'll make it 2nd down and 9. 10 minutes to go.
John Carroll had a decent first possession. They did get some 1st downs and got into Ohio Northern territory, but the drive stalled, so they were able to move the chains. And
Megling's pass incomplete, intended for Danny Distro.
Megling on the season has thrown 3 interceptions. He's also thrown for 8 touchdowns, comes into the game averaging, with a 55% completion percentage, 70 of 126 for 832 yards.
Megling, downfield, pass complete. Host of Ohio Northern defenders on him as the pass goes to Distro, and he'll have the 1st down.
Another 1st down for the Blue Streaks. They enter Polar Bear territory again. So they have had a little bit more of the momentum, a little bit more of the offensive rhythm, consistency here early in the 1st quarter.
32 yards total offense for John Carroll. Megling's going to run it right up the middle, but Ohio Northern will seek and destroy on this one. It could be a loss of perhaps a yard, depending on the spot.
Meglin doesn't run a lot of that out of that quarterback position. He came in though with 44 attempts, but just 176 yards and has a long of 136. So you take that away, and he's run for just over 100 yards. So more probably just of kind of a possession quarterback. Run when you have to, but doesn't look to run a lot by design.
Here's the pitch to the left side, and in on the stop for Ohio Northern, number 11, Mark Niles, comes up from his linebacker spot to make the tackle. That'll spot the ball at the 40-yard line, making it 3rd down and 6. Good defense, good pursuit there by Ohio Northern.
Canganelli, number 15, he's their primary rushing attack threat out of the backfield, and you also have Sam Kukra, and also he has 43 attempts, but the chunk of the carries will go to 15, and they'll look for him right here on the flat.
Canganelli with it. He'll get inside the 35-yard line.
his 13th catch this season, so they don't use him a lot, but boy, I'm sure if you get him out in space and let him make, with the possession, he can make some things happen. He came into the game with 12 receptions for Canganelli, 170 yards for a 14.2 average, and he does have one receiving touchdown.
And you can tell in the early going, he's got some great speed for John Carroll. There's the fake to Canganelli. Nagin going for the end zone. Going to overthrow it, but we've got a penalty marker on the play as the pass was intended for number 14, Evan Nugent.
Mentioned penalties as keys to the game. This apparently is going to be probably a defensive pass interference, whether it's interference or holding.
Officials are going to sort through it. It's going to go against Ohio Northern, and boy, that's as we noted, key to the game. That's a big penalty at the wrong time for Ohio Northern.
Yeah, that's an automatic first down, moves it from the 34 to the 24. And you don't know, maybe the defensive back felt he was burnt and you'd rather hold him than give up a sure 6. But right now, the Blue Streaks, nice drive put together here. Continue to get first downs.
He'll push it to the 20.
On the season, the Blue Streaks have been very good with the football. They've only fumbled it twice, lost fumbles, that is, twice, and only one interception. So, man, they've been very good with the football and offense, have not coughed it up. Ohio Northern nearly had a deflected pick on the first drive. They'll look to try to kind of get one here to maybe slow down this drive or change possession.
Megling will carry it out of that option, and he'll get inside the 20-yard line. Number 93, Eli Beers, one of the Ohio Northern defenders in on that stop. He's a freshman out of Canal Fulton.
I have to restate my comment about turnovers, the fumbling. John Carroll has fumbled it 6 times, so that was a little bit of their kink in their armor, that they do cough it up, but they've fumbled 6 times and have lost all 6. And Ohio Northern could surely like to force and cause number 7 here with them down in the red zone. But on the season, the Blue Streaks have turned the ball over 9 times, 6 lost fumbles, 3 interceptions. So Ohio Northern.
Oliveira with the catch for John Carroll as Hines makes the tackle for Ohio Northern. It's going to be 4th down in short yardage, and they'll come on to kick the field goal. Matt Danko, number 47, will try it. They're going to spot it at the 23, so this will be a 33-yard attempt into the wind. The kick is up, and it's no good. So Ohio Northern's defense holds John Carroll, and our score with a timeout on the field. Ohio Northern nothing, John Carroll nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Trust us. NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us!
Ohio Northern with the football and a penalty on the play, and it's going to be a procedure against Ohio Northern, so that'll set them back 5 yards. So Ohio Northern, good defense there, holding John Carroll out of the end zone in a drive that started pretty promising for the Blue Streaks.
Yeah, they did. They bent it a little bit, didn't break, and then Matt Danko missed the field goal. He's now 7 for 10 on the season for the Blue Streaks, but that attempt went wide right. So, yes, Ohio Northern's defense gave up some plays, even committed a penalty, so they overcame that. But then to start this drive, a procedure penalty, so they're back now inside their 20, right on the 15.
Pretty good wind out of the west, and that may have affected that kick. And once again, we have a timeout this time for Ohio Northern, and we will take a break. Once again, our score, Ohio Northern nothing, John Carroll nothing. We'll be back right after this. Ohio Northern takes the timeout to regroup as we've got 5:58 to go here in the opening quarter of football.
Well, they need to regroup to get something positive started, Dave. The first drive was nothing. Then they have a penalty before the drive even starts. Now timeout. So not maybe the way you'd want to start your offensive game plan. And remember, your defense is held, but John Carroll has moved the ball.
McFadden will keep it. He'll pick up a yard or so.
McFadden on the season, 60 attempts now. Came into today's game with a 59 rushing attempts for 404 yards. There's a replay there as you saw the short game. The replay brought to you by Winners Quality Meats. So not much going right now as they try, and that follows a timeout. So you get -5 on the penalty, take a timeout, and then gain 2. So 2nd and 13, Dave. They need to find a.
They're going to keep it on the ground. They're going to power it forward towards the 20-yard line, and that's Brock Martin out of Seneca East for Ohio Northern University, and back to the original line of scrimmage, and
now
going to make it 3rd and 10.
You mentioned Brock Martin. He actually has the most rushing attempts for the Polar Bears this season. 78 coming into the game for 418 yards rushing and a long of 31. He averages 82, so they have A.J. Marks averaging 85, Brock Martin averaging 82, and McFadden averaging 70. So they spread the ball out rushing. They need a big play here, and they'll go to the air to do it.
McFadden downfield. Pass is going to be on target, and with the catch, number 7, Chad Rex. That's no surprise for Ohio Northern fans as Rex comes up with a big catch. Take a look at our replay. Brought to you by Winners Quality Meats.
Not a big window for that pass to get in, but boy, he threw it with nobody but Rex would get it. For Rex now, there's a big play. For the Polar Bears, we go back to live action.
And into John Carroll territory goes Ohio Northern.
Brock Martin with the big run. That follows up Chad Rex's 40th reception for a first down. Martin a big run here, and boy, quickly the Polar Bears back to offense.
And they want to keep it moving as McFadden looks downfield. Pass solo. It looked like that was open, but it's going to be incomplete. Pass intended for, I believe, Brendan Handley.
Well, 2 big plays there, Rex, and then Martin with a lot of offense in just those 2 snaps, and happened pretty quickly. And that would have been a nice possession reception there, but I think when you go across the middle, receivers don't want to extend out too far because you never know what's coming from the opposite direction. It maybe was off the mark, can't really tell from this angle, but it looked like they maybe short-armed the try. Nonetheless, redo now, 2nd down, and boy, not much there.
Not much yardage there, as you said, and on the stop for John Carroll, and that'll be a loss of a yard.
Well, up until Rex and Martin had those big plays, Northern's offense was pretty much non-existent. It was a lot like what we had seen right there. The rushing attack, not much going on, no room. The Blue Streaks defended it well. So it'll bring up another big 3rd down here, early in the game, Dave, and can the ONU offense find 11 yards here, keep this drive alive?
McFadden straight back, looks downfield. Rex is open for a moment.
He's got a player.
Intercepted.
Oh, nice.
That'll be by number 23,
Kyle
Ariel Jimenez, still on his feet. He's across the 40, and he's going to go almost the distance. And nice hustle from behind to catch up with him.
It was Jimenez that missed the pick 6 in the first drive, and we have a penalty back here. It could be an illegal block. I think the reception is going to be good. He picked it off right around the 25-yard line, and I think there's an illegal block about right there. And
there you see on our replay,
there's an interception
Quality Meats
the return. Back.
Game-saving touchdown there. Or
it was a penalty.
First down.
Nonetheless, that stops the Ohio Northern drive that was the best drive they've had so far, and followed up a couple nice plays. Nice play by Jimenez. That's 2 plays he's made today. This one he capitalizes on, but he's been very active so far for the Blue Streaks.
So John Carroll will take over. And on that place for Pet's scoreboard, it's scoreless between John Carroll and Ohio Northern University. Take a look at the
right there, I think
replay.
53. Gets called for the push in the back. I'm guessing that was it, probably right there. Helped him.
Yep.
Kind of an unnecessary block, but again, in real time, it's sometimes hard to avoid that contact.
3 receivers bunched to the right side. Megling straight back. Finds his man at the 40-yard line, and he'll step out of bounds. That's Evan Nugent.
Nugent with his 14th catch. That was a nice pass. That was thrown over the Polar Bear defender inside of another one and not before it went out of bounds. So a nicely thrown pass by Megalin and a nice catch by Evan Nugent, his 14th catch overall.
John Carroll's 5th first down of the half. Megling. Canganelli gets the fake. Megling. Pressure. Here it comes. Almost a loose football.
I'm very surprised. I thought when that attack came from the back, I thought they could knock it out. Like I said, take a look at it here. They've already had 6 fumbles this season, lost all of them. As that tomahawk chop there nearly thought maybe could have knocked the ball out. It does not, but a nice defensive play.
Good defense there by Ohio Northern as they pressure Megling. 2nd down and 9. Football just shy of the 40. Megling again under pressure, and pass is incomplete for Nugent as
Jarrett Sutton was in there. Number 22, or Jarrett Sutton, number 22, nearly with the sack. He kind of came through untouched, about 1 step late, if you will, but does force the pass to be hurried. It brings up a 3rd down 9.
And Ohio Northern's really putting the pressure on Megling when he goes back to pass. Great defensive effort by the Polar Bears. Got a 3-man front. 3rd and 9. Football at the 40. Megling, he'll go straight back, looks down the middle. This time he's got a receiver. Penalty marker once again comes flying.
Yeah, he threw it from back about the 25-yard line, chucked it way up to the 50.
Darren Davis with the catch, and
some sort of contact. Obviously, I don't know if it's offensive or defensive.
have to sort through this one.
The Polar Bear defensive unit is kind of thinking it's against them as they stay back by the 20 or the 34.
Holding. Defense number 13.
Be holding against Ohio Northern.
Indication is.
Through, I think the receiver, he said it was number 17. He was open. And is that Nugent? Or, I'm sorry, Darren Davis.
Take a look at it on replay. There you see Megling from the pocket downfield. Not sure where the hold
It
took
happened
place,
around the 50. We missed it there, but Davis open. And he records his 15th, or had 14 catches on the season coming into today's game.
Pitch to Canganelli. He's going to come left side. Cuts inside the 35.
Lot of
Dives
gray
forward.
jerseys.
Number 11 in on the stop for Ohio Northern. That's Mark Niles. We've called his number a couple times. 5'10" junior linebacker for Ohio Northern. And it's going to be football at the 34, 2nd down and 9. Pitch to Canganelli. He's going to go right side. Tries to cut it back up, but Ohio Northern is there. Boy, is there a lot of Ohio Northern players that time.
Jarrett
Number
Sitton.
22.
Yeah, he jumps on at the end just for.
Jarrett Sitton almost went over the pile.
He was dotting the I, and there's a host of teammates below him in gray jerseys that prevented Canganelli from going anywhere.
I think we thought this might have some points in it, Jeff. This is a little bit more of a defensive battle than I anticipated, at least.
Yeah, scoreless so far as we're winding down under a minute here in the first quarter.
Megling straight back. He's under pressure, and it's going to be a short pass and no penalty marker, and it's going to be a tipped.
Yeah, I would say that might have been
tipped.
why, because, boy, those underthrown balls are very tough on the defensive back. You don't necessarily see it. We'll see once we see the deflection here.
Yep, right there.
So that avoids, I think, eliminates all potential pass interference.
Ball was tipped, definitely. So the official's on top of it.
Good job. It didn't quite pick up the Ohio Northern offensive lineman that did that tip, but it's going to be a long field goal, 50 yards.
Going to do a 50-yarder here.
Hasselou, I think, was the Polar Bear that put the deflection up or caused the deflection. This is a 50-yarder.
Snap.
It's not
Kick
gonna
is
be
away. It's going to be a little bit short and off to the right.
So that's 2 missed field goals. Now, that one was a lot. Now, help me out, Dave, here. When we did a high school game on Friday night 2 weeks ago, that moved up to the 20.
I do believe that this one is going to be marked
Where
at
it snapped?
How about 30?
Okay, we'll take a look
30,
here.
32. Yep. They'll mark it where it was snapped.
And I think in professional football, it's where it was kicked from, which would have been on the 40. I think if you miss a kick in the NFL, like that the other team would have started the ball on the 40 where it was kicked from, not where it was snapped from. So 3 different levels of football, 3 different rules. Nonetheless, Ohio Northern's defense comes up with a nice stand, and they get their ball back to their offense, where the last time they were picked off for just McFadden's second interception of the season against him.
Boy, there's just a great defensive play by John Carroll, and that was Tyshawn Jones, a junior out of Euclid for the Blue Streaks, as the short pass, almost a lateral for Ohio Northern, and it results in a 3-yard loss. It's called 2nd and 13. Football back to the 29. Ohio Northern just with 45 total offensive yards here in the
and they might
first
let
quarter
this
of play.
wind down his final 5 seconds, and they will. So they'll go to the second quarter with the ball.
Our first quarter is history. Ohio Northern nothing, John Carroll nothing. We'll be back with second quarter action right after this.
Stites Grocery is a discount grocery store for over 30 years. You know us for our great variety of food at very reasonable prices and our high-quality meat department where you can get our deli and meats at low prices. But did you know we've been catering for over 10 years? We specialize in wedding receptions and other events. We can customize your party with a variety of options. Stites Grocery and Catering in Lima. Stop in, call us, or check out our Facebook page for our daily deals.
Welcome back to Ohio Northern. Nice crowd here on a Saturday afternoon at Dial Roberson Field. There you see the band and
under Dr.
Jeff,
Charles Bates and everyone's favorite. Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine. Dr. Charles Bates getting it done again for the Polar Bears.
They do, boy. I tell you, home basketball games, we love them.
There's Mr. Dr. Bates right there, and we see him at the ball games. I think he's usually playing drums or some other instruments. I'm sure he's multi-talented, but nice job and a good atmosphere here at the stadium.
Say McFadden, he'll scramble across the 30, and he'll be driven out of bounds at the 35. And I tell you, Tyshawn Jones with the tackle for John Carroll. And John Carroll's got some good defensive backs, very aggressive, and one of the strengths is their defensive line. Bring a lot of experience back on that defensive line, and we're hoping that the linebackers would grow as this season goes on. And they've held Ohio Northern scoreless so far as we begin the second quarter. McFadden under pressure. He'll scramble.
Well, they missed a chance to get McFadden, and it's going to come back, and McFadden will make him pay.
He's going to get near midfield, and boy, how Anthony McFadden, the whole Ohio Northern quarterback. Let's look at that one again.
I didn't see it, but I think I forget which Blue Streak guy went after him, but he didn't really wrap him. He tried to hit him. You know, it's like tackle. You know, everyone makes the explosion hit. We'll try tackling someone once and see how that works. Is that McFadden turned disaster into positive yards, a first down, big play by McFadden. And other than that, you had the Brock Martin big run of 21 yards, and before that a catch to Rex. There was nothing Ohio Northern's offense was doing, so that kind of a broken play. That's a lateral. That ball is live. Oh, wow.
Oh, I'm lined up straight on that one, Jeff. That looked like a lateral to me.
And I swear they came up, luckily, motioning incomplete. Yeah, the first quarter, not a lot of offensive rhythm for the Polar Bears. They have just total of 42 yards in the first 12 minutes. Now, that does not include what we're seeing here with the Polar Bears going from right to left, but switch it around when they were going left to right. There was nothing doing. 42 total yards. John Carroll in the first quarter, 106 total yards. And John Carroll missed 2 field goals, both of them, again, kicking the ball, if you will, towards our left on your screen. One was a shorter one. I think it was 37 yards, and then the last one they missed was 50.
McFadden on the keeper after the fake to Marks, and stop made there by
time of possession.
Anthony Megling, number 10. I don't know if he's playing two ways or not, but there's a number 10. Let's try Connor Robinson, maybe.
Robinson is the defensive back. There you go.
Connor Robinson, number 10, also on defense, makes the tackle.
Time of possession, that first quarter, JCU had it 10 minutes compared to just 5 minutes for the Polar Bears. And
nothing but a couple of missed field goals for John Carroll to show for all that time of possession.
Northern should feel comfortable that the score is 0-0.
McFadden finds his receiver.
Open.
I believe that's Hadley. Sawfeld, I'm sorry, 81 with the catch.
So first I think we've heard of Sawfeld today. So he came in with 16 catches on the season, a 17-yard average per catch. Does have 3 receiving touchdowns. We'd like to get one here in this drive to take the game's first lead.
McFadden over the middle. Rex will make the catch.
He never went down. Good job by.
Never went down, and that goes, I think it's the same defender that had the quarterback earlier, but it's a big play for Ohio Northern, and the Polar Bears are on the move.
Well, this time they tackled, but unfortunately tackled Rex onto themselves, so that didn't get the knee hand, if you will, down on the ground. So Rex alertly pops up, gets some more yards after catch, and Polar Bears nearing the JCU red zone.
McFadden on a hot streak, 1st and 10, Ohio Northern. He'll go straight back in the pocket, looks downfield. There's the open Sawfield. Sawfield at the 10, inside to about the 9, where John Carroll will bring him down. They'll mark it at the 9, and it's going to be 1st and goal for Ohio Northern, their biggest threat of the afternoon.
For sure, the 5'10 senior wide receiver out of California, Modesto, California, Caleb Sawfeld is coming up big here in this drive with 2 catches, and more importantly now 1st down inside the 10-yard line.
Let's see what Ohio Northern does. 3 receivers right side, 1 to the short side. They're going to the left side, and it's going to be caught. Incomplete, out of bounds as the pass intended for number 12, Anthony Amison, sophomore out of Toledo Rogers.
Not a lot of room for him to land, and it was
Boy,
close.
Man, nice catch.
Waved incomplete.
Just not enough room. 2nd down and 9, 11:42 to go. This time it's Marks. Marks finds the end zone, and with 11:38 on that Place for Pets scoreboard, Ohio Northern scores first.
The 3rd rushing touchdown of the season for A.J. Marks, and as Dave mentioned, ONU on the board first. Nice drive by the Polar Bears here in the 2nd quarter. Just a point after touchdown now, away from making it 7.
Chase Watson on to try to add the extra point.
He's perfect this year, Dave. 24 of 24 on PATs, and don't cringe.
I'm cringing.
It is all good. 24 for 24 for Chase Watson.
Snap is good. Kick is up. He's got 25 in our score. Ohio Northern 7, John Carroll nothing. We'll be back right after this.
At That Place for Pets, we offer classes for puppies to seniors, puppy kindergarten, family dog, advanced or top dog, and agility classes. If you're looking for a place for your dog to play, we offer doggy daycare. Let them play in a monitored, temperature-controlled area. Doggy daycare is available Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Screening is required. At That Place for Pets, our groomers are ready to help your pet look their best. Call today for your appointment. That Place for Pets, for playing, training, and grooming, where every dog can be a top dog.
Whatever Cards and Games in Ada is your locally owned, family-friendly business for all your gaming needs. We carry a wide range of collectible card games, board games, family games, role-playing games, educational games for all ages, and more. Stop in today for your much-needed expansion packs and war miniatures. We are an official tournament store for Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, and Cardfight Vanguard. Expect an enjoyable time at Whatever Cards and Games, where there's fun for everyone.
NKTelco will kick it off for Ohio Northern. Football placed at the 35, and the kick is away. John Carroll with the return from the 12-yard line. They'll go left side as they try to cross the 25 to up near the 30-yard line.
That was a nice series by the Polar Bears, Dave. Last possession to get a touchdown. It was a 10-play, 68-yard drive, and it took 4 minutes, 5 seconds. That almost equals the amount of time the Polar Bears had the entire first quarter, which was about 5 minutes. So it was a nice sustained drive and had some big plays. I go back to the one where McFadden should have been sacked on the backfield, but was hit, maintained balance, scrambled, got a first down. That really kept the drive live, and that was early on. So it could have been punt, but instead McFadden turns it into a first down. Net result, plays later, touchdown, 9-yard run by A.J. Marks.
And he also showed some great poise in the pocket, finding his receivers on a couple plays after that scramble.
Sawfeld came up big with a couple catches.
So the drive, everything fell into place for Ohio Northern that time. Now it comes back on to the defense. 11:13 to go. That place for Pet's scoreboard. Megling out of the pistol formation. He'll look downfield.
Got him, fumble. No, thought for sure they knocked it out again. Wow, from the blind side.
Number 30. Thought that football was going to come out of his hands, but Hazelou with the big play, I believe.
If it was Hazelou, that's his
30,
third
right?
sack. Yeah, that's Hazelou, and that's his third sack of the year. And mentioned earlier, he's his third different position he's played for Ohio Northern. Running back, defensive back, and now linebacker. And he has a rushing touchdown as a running back and a pick six and a fumble return in the other two positions.
Boy, with a blitz coming, Megling gets it away, and somehow a beautiful play and caught down on the 40-yard line by number 17. That's Darren Davis.
They've gone to him quite a bit here in the first quarter, second quarter as well, but Davis has been good for the Streaks, and that was a big play to give them a new first down and into Ohio Northern territory.
Mark Niles was the linebacker coming hard, and Ohio Northern's going to take a timeout with 10-11 to go here in the first half. Our score, Ohio Northern 7, John Carroll nothing. We'll be back right after this.
In business since 1986, Klein's Auto Parts and Repair Center has been the go-to place for auto repairs. Our store is well stocked with high-quality Napa parts. Our Napa Auto Repair Center is a full-service garage located right next door. Check out these specials. With locations in Ada, Kenton, and Bellefontaine, you are never far from quality auto parts and services.
10-11 to go here in the first half. We'd like to thank the sponsors for this afternoon's contest. Cross Car Center, The Right Choice, El Campo Mexican Restaurant for the best Mexican food, Hengelson Sausage Company, Lima's finest handcraft sausages, nor Ada Lanes, where you're always welcome. Viva Marie Italian Restaurant, authentic Italian catering available. Don't forget the canolas. Western Sizzling Steakhouse, home of the Flame Kiss Steak. NKTelco, whatever cards and games where there's fun for everyone. NKT.TV, Ohio Northern University, Allen Knott Honda Toyota, a better experience at a better price only at Allen Knott. And also by Stites Grocery and Catering for the best prices around. So John Carroll keeps that drive moving, and the big play takes him down to the 23-yard line.
Remember this drive, Polar Bears had a sack, and since that then, the Blue Streaks have come up big. They had a 35-yard pass to Darren Davis.
There he is in the end zone, touchdown. John Carroll wide open is Danny Disbro, and he'll make the catch, and Ohio Northern elapsed on the defensive coverage that time.
Wow, 3 big plays back to back to back following that Ohio Northern sack and the Blue Streaks in really efficient fashion. 3 big plays and basically a kick away here, tying this game up.
Danka will try to tie it up with the extra point kick. 9:35 to go here in the first half of play. Snap a little bit high. Danko hits
and in
the goal post, and it goes in. So a good hold by Megling brings that one. The resulting extra point kick is good in our score. Ohio Northern 7, John Carroll 7. We'll be back right after this.
Nareda Lanes in Ada offers men's league bowls on Mondays and Wednesday evenings, women's league bowls on Thursday evenings, couples bowls on Friday evenings, kids bowl on Saturday mornings from December through March, Scotch mixed double bowls on the last Saturday of every month, open bowling on Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon reserve the bowling alley for children's birthday parties, and on Sunday, lanes are available to reserve for birthdays of any age as well as for group events. Check out NaredaLanes.com for more info.
John Carroll quickly ties it up after Ohio Northern takes the lead, but we're knotted at 7.
What a change. Hasselou sacks them for a 7-yard loss. It's 3rd and 15 back on their own 25-yard line. Here are the next 3 plays. A pass to Darren Davis for 34, then Manglin, 19-yard rush, then the Darren Davis touchdown of 22 yards. So they went bang, bang, bang pretty quickly following a big defensive play by the Polar Bears. And, it's...
Yeah, you think the defensive sack would have maybe turned the momentum or kept the momentum for Ohio Northern, but John Carroll shows some real resilience. They take the fair catch, I guess, at the 12-yard line.
And now they'll move it out then to the 20 or 25. So another rule, and I've seen that before in some of the higher levels of, or maybe even on pros. I know you can fair catch it and you move it out to, in this case, now the 25. Times have changed since it used to be the automatic, this kick return game. They've really tried to modify and change and tweak. They don't necessarily want to eliminate it, but they also don't want it to be almost like a kamikaze event where guys are running down the field and a lot of injuries can happen, and ultimately it's what they're trying to do. And the number of changes at all levels over the past seasons.
McFadden will pick up a yard or so.
Still the John Carroll University, they have to feel better now. They dominated the first quarter and went up scoreless, and then into somewhat the wind or going the other direction, they finally capitalize and have tied it up. Now it's going to be on Ohio Northern again if they can put together a nice drive and try to answer here.
McFadden will take the snap in the pocket, under pressure. He's going to come down, and does he lose the football or does he hang on to it?
Well, he was spun around like a twister and a tornado, and he does not lose it. But that's one of those times when you're spinning around, if someone hits you from the opposite direction, it's a collision and ball can easily be coughed up. He does a nice job holding on to it. I mentioned the fumbles for the John Carroll Blue Streaks. They've fumbled it 6 times, lost all 6 fumbles. Ohio Northern, on the other hand, has done much better job of possession, if you will, and they've only lost 1 ball or 2. They fumbled it 4 times, only lost it twice, and then 1 interception coming into the game. But McFadden threw a second one earlier, and they're going to have
be a sack there as
give it up here.
McFadden will go down.
Kind of a poor series of offense.
Stop there is Jack Burton. So that'll put the football at the 21. So Ohio Northern's going to be forced to punt the football. 7:54 to go on that Place for Pets scoreboard.
You mentioned that defensive line for the Blue Streaks. They came into the game, Dave, with 28 sacks on the season. That's in 5 games. So they're nearly 6 sacks a contest from that defensive line.
Devaney's punt is going to be fielded at the 43. Up near midfield, good coverage by Ohio Northern.
Just to put it in perspective, mentioned John Carroll, their defensive line their defensive unit, not necessarily all from the linemen, but they had 28 sacks. Ohio Northern had 4 sacks coming into today's game. Hasselou recorded the 5th one today, but there kind of shows you where each team's strength is at. John Carroll doing a good job of putting quarterback pressures together and recording a number of sacks. Of course, their defensive unit has been very good. They only give up 10 points a game on average. So the most they've given up this year was to the number 1 ranked team in Division III. That was Mount Union. John Carroll lost 23-10. That's the most they've given up to this point.
And good defense by John Carroll. It's a 7-7 score. Now it's up to the offense. Football at the 46. Megling talks to his 2 running backs standing next to him. He's got 3 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right side. A collision in the backfield, but Megling will go straight forward. He'll have the first down. I almost thought that was intentional the way that developed. Very odd-looking play.
It worked out. They moved the chains, and again, their offense is picking up right where it finished that last touchdown scoring drive on consecutive, now basically 4 consecutive big plays, all resulting in first downs or a touchdown.
Megling again, straight ahead. He's at the 40, still on his feet. He's across the 25. It's a foot race, and he'll get down to about the 10-yard line.
Another 40-yard
touchdown.
Run. Yes, that's now what I say, probably 5 consecutive plays where they've either had a first down or a score. And you'll see it here again on the Winners Meets replay. Break through a couple tackles there, arm tackles, and a foot race down to the 10.
There's the pitch. Canganelli trying to turn the corner. He'll be knocked out of bounds at about the 9-yard line.
Well, the ONU defense, they've got to come up with a stop here. They've bent a little bit. The last drive they finally broke with the touchdown. Remember, John Carroll had 2 field goal attempts in the first quarter that were missed. Now the one was long, as we mentioned before, but the defense has given up some yards, and more times than not, John Carroll's possessions have been positive.
Looks to the end zone. There it is. Touchdown, John Carroll. Number 83, J.J. Oliveira with the catch in the end zone, and Oliveira has put John Carroll in the lead. There you see the fake. He rolls to the right side, directs traffic, thinks about running, and then finds his receiver.
And it's basically pretty well defended. Wasn't wide open. The player for High Northern not able to knock it down. And
Danka will try to tack on his second extra point of the afternoon. 6:17 to go, and that place for Pet's scoreboard. Kick is up, and it's good. And our score, John Carroll 14, Ohio Northern 7. We'll be back right after this.
Trust us. NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us!
6:17 to go here in the first half of football, and John Carroll, Jeff, has just really turned this one around in their last 2 drives.
They have. They've had back-to-back very impressive drives covering some distance. They've done it very efficiently, and they've really flipped the stats around too. They now have 230 yards of total offense. Ohio Northern just over 100, so they're beginning to move the ball, which you talked about. They came up empty in the first couple of drives, but now they've been able to capitalize, and Ohio Northern down just to 1 score, but you got to think their offense has come out now and at least get some first downs, keep the ball away from the John Carroll offense, and try to put a stop to this blue streak momentum.
Here comes the return, and they're going to bust it across the 25 to about the 27 as Anthony Amison, a sophomore, returning the football, gets it to the 27. It'll be 1st and 10, and Ohio Northern will once again try to get some movement on offense.
J.J. Oliveira, the receiver that made the last touchdown catch, just his 3rd reception on the season for the Blue Streaks, his first touchdown, but good job by Maglin directing traffic, as you saw there, finding, pointing, directing, and ultimately hitting J.J. Oliveira for his first touchdown.
This time Ohio Northern will keep it on the ground. They'll get to about the 29 as Marks picks up, we'll call it 2 yards, make it 2nd down and 8 yards. Football just shy of the 30-yard line. The clock at 5:50.
2nd down, still long. Ohio Northern, the last possession was a sack involved there, so they really did not produce any offense. And pressure again.
McFadden down the middle.
Nice.
Amison's got it. It's a foot race. Amison at the 10, at the 5, touchdown Ohio Northern. And with 5:27 to go in the first half, Anthony Amison makes the catch, and it's a race to the end zone.
His third touchdown on the season. Before that, the career-long catch for him was 45 yards. That one well past 45 yards, and a good answer. A nice throw from McFadden. Amison in stride. No one was going to catch him once he caught it. Nice answer, a quick scoring drive by the Polar Bears.
Watson to try and tie this one up. Snap is good, kick is up, and we are tied. From Ohio Northern, our score, Ohio Northern 14, John Carroll 14. Take a look at this big play by Anthony Amison, taking the pass from Anthony McFadden. And we are tied with 5:27 to go here in the half. Big play from Ohio Northern, Jeff.
Yeah, they needed something. I mean, considering John Carroll has had consecutive positive plays on offense the past couple possessions, Ohio Northern had done nothing, and they needed something, and they got something plus with the big touchdown strike and a much-needed play there. There's a little pooch kick. This is going to be interesting. Nearly
dive there by one of the John Carroll players, as it looks like it may go out of bounds, but
they knocked it out at about the 35, but
loose football all around.
So those kicks like that when it hits a hard surface or the turf, a lot of things can happen, and even though you're in position to field it, it doesn't always bounce true, and Ohio Northern may be looking for a break there. They don't get one, but they will start, and the defense now has got to come back with something to slow down the Blue Streak offense. It's been 2 quick scoring drives for the Blue Streaks, and
major swing there for the passing yards for Ohio Northern on that particular play. This time, John Carroll will keep it on the ground. A newcomer into the lineup, that's Devin Limerick. He's had only one other carry here this afternoon, and he's going to lose 3 yards that time as Ohio Northern's defense reads it very well. It'll be second down now and 13. Football at the 32-yard line as John Carroll looks to the sidelines for the play.
Officially the last ONU scoring drive, Anthony Amison, 71 yards from McFadden. That scoring drive was 2 plays, 73 yards, 44 seconds. Nice move.
Campanelli with the football as he takes the short pass and moves it into Ohio Northern territory.
What a nice move along the sideline to fake out an ONU defender and gain more yards. So instantly here come the Blue Streaks again.
Right back comes John Carroll. Campanelli with the big gain as it moves the football inside Ohio Northern territory at the 48. Out of the shotgun, Megling. Looks downfield, short
nice
pass intercepted.
Haslou
almost
had
intercepted. Haslou had his hands on it. I'll tell you, that guy's all over the place, isn't he?
I'm going to say it again. He's played in 3 years. He's played 9 games at running back with a start, 10 games at defensive back, and has started all 5 games this year at linebacker. He has 199 rushing yards, a touchdown there. He returned a blocked punt, 30 yards for a touchdown as a defensive back, and had a pick 6 as a linebacker. So the triple crown for Haslou. He nearly had his 4th or his 2nd interception for 6 there.
Megling, the short pass to the left side as Darren Davis will make the catch and pick up a couple of yards.
And this will be a big down here. You know, Haslou came up, he had a sack earlier in the game, and then they come back with those big plays down the field. Here he deflected the pass, They get a short gain here, but third down at this position, you got to hold the Blue Streaks to little or no yards, force them to kick it.
Megling, he's going long.
Turn your head around.
Caught.
Beautiful catch, Willie Mays.
Number 14, Evan Nugent with the reception. Just another fine catch by John Carroll's receivers as Nugent makes it. Big time play. It's a first down as you take a look at that one again on our replay.
Jamar Hines, number 17.
Wow.
Step for step, necessarily didn't know the ball was coming, but a beautiful pass and a great catch by the Blue Streaks. And
the drive continues. John Carroll trying to take the lead now. Megling will keep it inside the 5. Host of Ohio Northern defenders in on the stop. Led there by Jarrett Sitton. One of at least 3 Ohio Northern defenders in on the stop. Also number 87 at the bottom of that pile, not surprisingly to Ohio Northern fans, Justin Croswell. Clock approaches 3 minutes. Second down and goal. Football at the 4. Goes to the right side as Limerick tries to take it in, but he'll be short of the goal. In on the stop that time, Andrew Valenti. So now we're at the 1-yard line. Third down and 1. That place for Pet's scoreboard. John Carroll 14, Ohio Northern 14.
Well, the John Carroll, they come up with some big plays. That big 36-yarder to Nugent to put him down here into 7. That was on third down. If he doesn't come up with that catch, they're probably kicking or punting. Now they're
looking for the end zone
away, and they're going to mark him. You got a touchdown signal on the far side. Got one guy here with his arm up, another guy on the other side with 2 hands in the air.
Michael Canganelli. Did he get in or did he not get in?
I got to think they're going to give it to him because one guy would not have raised his hands unless he saw it, in theory. But apparently he is down, so fourth down.
Short. Not by much. Take a look at this one again. You'll see Canganelli.
Probably the right call. Right, Dave? Be hard telling with the elbow from our angle, but yeah, we're right there. The elbow hit.
Close.
Where's the ball at when the elbow went down? Fourth down.
Here we go. Fourth down. Clock under 2 minutes. They're going to run the same play, and they'll find the end zone as Canganelli is into the end zone on a 1-inch run. With 1:51 to go, John Carroll goes up by 6, and they'll try the extra point as Matt Danko.
Canganelli scores his 5th rushing touchdown of the season. A short yard version there, but nonetheless a scoring opportunity, and Canganelli takes advantage of it for his 5th rushing touchdown of the season.
Danko out of Boca Raton, Florida with the extra point. It's good. That puts John Carroll in the lead by a touchdown. Our score, John Carroll 21, Ohio Northern 14. We'll be back right after this. John Carroll will kick it off. Danko, number 47, will tee it up. And what do you think, Jeff? What will Ohio Northern try to do in this last 1:51 to go?
Well, I know they've already used at least one timeout, so obviously I think it depends on, one, where the kick return goes, how far, what type of field position they get off of that, and then obviously you don't want to have a turnover. You will get the ball, I believe, to start the third quarter. So you got some time here. A fair catch will move it out to the 20. So I don't know. I'm sure they'll probably try something obviously safe.
McFadden seems when he drops back and is able to get a little bit of protection from that John Carroll defensive front. Seems to do quite well looking down the field, as evidenced by the 71-yard touchdown pass that we saw just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, that one, I'm sure, I'm thinking of something out to the side and maybe some yards after catch. They'll hand it off.
Marks is going to run it.
Middle. Not much doing. Now John Carroll.
Tough going there.
John Carroll may take.
How many timeouts does John Carroll have?
Ohio Northern in no hurry.
Clock under a minute, 30 to go on that Place for Pets scoreboard. 21-14. Good half of football here at Ohio Northern.
Remember, all this really happening, Dave, in the second quarter. 0-0 after the first 15 minutes, and now 3 or 5 touchdowns here in the second quarter.
Marks is in motion, and boy, that doesn't fool anyone that time, as number 53 in on the stop, Adam Thompson.
And JCU takes a timeout.
Blue Streaks will take the timeout. We'll keep it right here and remind you that this afternoon's game brought to you by Cross Car Center, the right choice. El Campo Mexican Restaurant for the best Mexican food. Hengelson Sausage Company, Lima's finest handcraft sausages. Ada Lanes, where you're always welcome. Viva Maria Italian Restaurant, authentic Italian catering available. Don't forget the cannolis. Western Sizzlin' Steakhouse, home of the flame-kissed steak. NKTelco. Whatever cards and games, where there's fun for everyone. NKT.TV. Ohio Northern University. Allen Knott Honda Toyota, a better experience at a better price only at Allen Knott. Sites Grocery and Catering for the best prices around. Replays this afternoon brought to you by Winners Quality Meats and our scoreboard. That Place for Pets, where every dog can be a top dog. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and alongside me, Jeff Henchen. 1:02 to go here in the first half of football on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. Good football at OAC style. It's 21-14. John Carroll, number 10 in the country, with a touchdown lead on Ohio Northern, who has the football. McFadden will drop back. He's under pressure. Ball is fumbled and picked up by John Carroll, and he's going to run into the end zone. That's number 12, Joey Diven, I believe.
That might be Chad Stolonker. He's the defensive back.
Stolonker, yes.
Or the linebacker. Looks like it'll stand.
With the touchdown as McFadden hit loose football. They pick up the fumble and into the end zone. John Carroll goes, and boy, a major turn of events here in the final minute of the first half.
And John Carroll's been very opportunistic. They made some big plays on offense to keep some drives alive, and now defensively, the pursuit, the pressure, they've just been very effective here as of late. They record.
Kick is up. It's good. Our score just before halftime, 52 seconds to go. John Carroll 28, Ohio Northern 14. We'll return right after this.
You know Stites Grocery as a discount grocery store for over 30 years. You know us for our great variety of food at very reasonable prices and our high-quality meat department where you can get our deli and meats at low prices. But did you know we've been catering for over 10 years? We specialize in wedding receptions and other events. We can customize your party with a variety of options. Stites Grocery and Catering in Lima. Stop in, call us, or check out our Facebook page for our daily deals.
Big turnover by Ohio Northern here as we were looking for some progress on the offense for Ohio Northern, but instead John Carroll comes up with a big defensive play and ends up with a touchdown on a fumble recovery and a run to the end zone.
And that's a tough break for the Polar Bears. Anything but that would have been acceptable as far as, take the sack, punt, and hope your defense can hold them and go to halftime with no more than a 7-point deficit. And that hurts, and their offense is now, as they field the short kick,
straight ahead.
Better field position, but
Football's going to be at the 39, Amison.
See what they do here, but I would expect, just trying to get to halftime. Now down 2 scores, and what's been impressive is John Carroll's been pretty good here in the second quarter. That Northern's defense hasn't found a good answer for that. They've come up close. They've had some plays, but boy, John Carroll has responded after some negative plays with some huge positive plays, and it's just and ultimately they've capitalized. They've scored 28 points all here in the second quarter.
McFadden, he's going to roll to his right side, looks downfield. Again, intended for Amison, but it's going to be incomplete. Clock will stop with 42 seconds, and Amison did have a step on his defender. And undoubtedly, Ohio Northern will try something downfield at least one more time here. Second down and 10.
6 touchdowns all here in the second quarter. And again, did you ask me earlier after the first quarter, didn't we expect a little bit more offense?
That's right, we did.
0-0?
We was talking about offense. We hadn't seen any. This is a keeper by McFadden at the 45. He's got some room. He's going to step out of bounds at the John Carroll 40. Clock stops at 34 seconds.
Well, a lot of time. I'm not real sure how many timeouts they have left, but they definitely are getting close where if nothing else can try a field goal. But they have 34 seconds now. I think at least one timeout. So it's not like they can't go across the middle and get something if they choose to. Nice run there by McFadden.
Martin in the backfield for Ohio Northern. He steps up to the left side. McFadden downfield finds his receiver, Rex, and he's going to be hit immediately at the 35 by number 30, Rome Brindage, as we've got a timeout. We'll take another break. John Carroll, 28, Ohio Northern 14. We'll be back right after this.
At That Place for Pets, we offer classes for puppies to seniors, puppy kindergarten, family dog, advanced or top dog, and agility classes. If you're looking for a place for your dog to play, we offer doggy daycare. Let them play in a monitored, temperature-controlled area. Doggy daycare is available Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Screening is required. At That Place for Pets, our groomers are ready to help your pet look their best. Call today for your appointment. That Place for Pets, for playing, training, and grooming, where every dog can be a top dog.
27 seconds left. Second down and 5. Football at the 36. Ohio Northern trying to put some points on the board here late in the first half as they find themselves down to John Carroll by 2 scores, 28-14.
A touchdown would be nice, but even a field goal, just something to go into halftime with some momentum.
McFadden straight back.
Open.
Wide open is Rex. He's at the 20. Smart receiver, steps out of bounds at about the 16. Boy, there's the experienced receiver in Chad Rex as he made a run for the sidelines, and the clock stops at 21 seconds.
His 4th catch on the afternoon for 45 yards. And again, his team now with 21 seconds, still plenty of time left. Ball on the 16.
Amison to the left side, the wide side. Rex looks to the short side where 3 receivers are at. He's under pressure. He'll come back to Amison, but the ball is tipped and it will be incomplete.
Kind of a wild play there. Again, defensive pressure. McFadden having to scramble to stay alive. Have to be careful now with the 14 seconds left. That what I don't know, and I apologize, is how many timeouts they have left, because if you take a sack now, you're done.
I think they are out of timeouts, I do believe.
They took one early in the game, and then this one here. I can't recall if there was one in between or not, but boy, a sack here, if they don't have any, would end the half.
14 seconds. Let's see what happens. This time, 3 receivers to the left side.
Right now,
Amison's to the short side. That's where they're going to go. And Amison, he almost had it. Almost had it. Anthony Amison, who caught the big 71-yard strike earlier. He would like to have seen a pass interference call there, but there's no call, just good defense.
33-yard. Oh, it's 3rd down, sorry. I was thinking time left. There's 10 seconds. There's still time for obviously another play as long as it either scores or gets out of bounds or goes incomplete. Right now, if nothing happens, it's a 33-yard attempt for field goal, but Polar Bears definitely would like 6.
Same formation, so will they run the same play? Will they go the same direction? McFadden looks left. He's under pressure, and he's going to go down at the 25, and that's going to end our first half of football.
Boy, a big sack. They come into the game with the 28. sacks coming into the game, and that one huge as Ohio Northern not able to stop the clock.
Simple as that. Our halftime score, John Carroll 28, Ohio Northern 14. We'll be back with more here in just a moment.
Whatever Cards and Games in Ada is your locally owned, family-friendly business for all your gaming needs. We carry a wide range of collectible card games, board games, family games, role-playing games, educational games for all ages, and more. Stop in today for your much-needed expansion packs and war miniatures. We are an official tournament store for Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, and Cardfight Vanguard. Expect an enjoyable time at Whatever Cards and Games, where there's fun for everyone.
In business since 1986, Klein's Auto Parts and Repair Center has been the go-to place for auto repairs. Our store is well stocked with high-quality Napa parts. Our Napa Auto Repair Center is a full-service garage located right next door. Check out these specials. With locations in Ada, Kenton, and Bellefontaine, you are never far from quality auto parts and services.
Nareda Lanes in Ada offers men's league bowls on Mondays and Wednesday evenings, women's league bowls on Thursday evenings, couples bowls on Friday evenings, kids bowl on Saturday mornings from December through March, Scotch mixed double bowls on the last Saturday of every month, open bowling on Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon reserve the bowling alley for children's birthday parties, and on Sunday, lanes are available to reserve for birthdays of any age as well as for group events. Check out NaredaLanes.com for more info.
Trust us.
NKTelco, a small town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us.
Welcome to halftime here. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and alongside me here for a halftime conversation is Tim Fetter with Stites Grocery and Catering. Tim, you've been a longtime supporter of Ohio Northern University in many different aspects, a sponsor for one on our broadcast here today and throughout the season. Can you tell us just a little bit about your experiences with Ohio Northern University?
Well, I got involved with Ohio Northern University a few years back, and I first originally got involved with the football team, and then the last couple years I've got involved with the basketball team, and it's been a great relationship.
What are some of the things that you have done, not only personally, but also your company as well?
Well, we try to support the football team and the basketball team. In the catering business too with the grocery store, and so what we end up doing is we supply meals and stuff for the football team.
As you look at the experiences, when we were talking a little bit before the game, there's been quite a few meaningful experiences, and you really get to see the character of the student athlete here at Ohio Northern from your experiences.
Yeah. You think of Ohio Northern, okay, these kids coming in, got it made and, don't have to worry about anything. But I tell you what, there's some kids that come in and appreciate everything that you do. And very seldom we've ever seen anybody that hasn't went out of the road to say thank you and appreciate what we do for them.
Now that's a wonderful experience. As we shift a little bit, can you tell us a little bit about your business, Stites Grocery and Catering, what you do and what you offer, and the services that you provide the community?
Well, we've been in business for over 31 years, and on Route 309, we're about 6 miles east of Lima, and we're a discount grocery store. We try to buy stuff cheap so we can sell it cheap. I always kid my wife every once in a while. She wants to get greedy on something we get cheap, and it gets us in trouble every time. So we continually just make a little bit on it and move on, because there's always another item. There's always other items that they're going to send us that we need room for to sell later on down the road. And then we've been in catering business about 10 years. And we just kind of started out small, and now it's got the place to where we just did a wedding reception last night down around Walpock, and it seems like about every weekend we're busy with that. So,
if somebody would like to, the catering business, for example, how do they go about contacting your business to see about the catering services that you offer?
Well, you just call the grocery store at 419-225-9710, and you can ask for Kim or Tim, and we will help you out.
As you take a look back about your experiences with your grocery and your catering business, what makes you the most proud of the company that you have today?
Well, when we got started over 31 years ago, my main supplier, when I told him that I was going to, where we was going to locate, and my philosophy was I've always been growing up with no alcohol, no cigarettes, no lottery, because of religious reasons. And I remember the company that I was dealing with at that time said, "You'll never make it." Well, 31 years later, we're still there, and and we take great pride in that. It's nice, it's nice to have Sundays off, at least one day off a week, because me and my wife work a lot of hours during the week. So, but yeah, that's what we're most proud of is that we, we've kind of stood behind how we was brought up, and we've made a go of it.
That's a great recollection there. As you look at your experiences with Ohio Northern University, what do you think is the most satisfying that you've had here with the school and the athletic program? You talked a little bit about Coach Paul and some things like that. It seems to me that you've had a lot of meaningful exchanges here at Ohio Northern University.
Well, one instance, a couple weeks ago, we fed the football team before they went to Marietta, and the gal that was helping me, afterwards, she says, "Man," she said, "I didn't know what to think." She said, "A football player followed me out to the trailer when I was going to get something." She thought, "Man, what does he want?" And she said he just wanted to go out of his way to thank us for bringing in the meal and stuff. And I told her, I said, that's the reason I do this, because of the appreciation the kids have.
That's great. As you take again a look at your business, can you kind of summarize for those viewing here this afternoon, what your business is about, the grocery and the catering, and once again just kind of summarize what you do best at your company?
Well, over the last few years, our meat department has really taken off. I mean, it was always good before, but it used to be about 15 to 18% of our business. Now some weeks it's 40% of our business, just because we have a good lunch meat selection, and most of our lunch meat, I think our highest priced lunch meat is $5.99, and which is dried beef, and most of our other lunch meats is under $5, and most other stores it starts at $5. So we try to buy this stuff in a good price and sell it at a good price, and we're a volume business, and we've been that way for years, and we can hopefully continually we'll be able to do that.
Can you tell our audience where you can find Stites Grocery and Catering, where you're located, and what your hours are as well?
Well, we pretty much sit in between Ada and Lima, pretty close. But our hours is Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5, and then we're closed Sunday. And right now, I just want to add, we're right in the middle of deer processing. We do that on the side too, and we've got an after hours, couple phone numbers they can get a hold of us if they get a deer right before dark. We can take it in and stuff and get it in a cooler. But we do a little bit of everything.
Tim, thanks for taking the time to talk with us about your business and your experiences with Ohio Northern University. It's been a great interview. Enjoyed talking with you, and we'll be back with more football here from Ohio Northern University. Right now, John Carroll has the upper hand. They lead the Polar Bears 28-14, and we'll be back with more right after this.
know Stites Grocery as a discount grocery store for over 30 years. You know us for our great variety of food at very reasonable prices and our high-quality meat department where you can get our deli and meats at low prices. But did you know we've been catering for over 10 years? We specialize in wedding receptions and other events. We can customize your party with a variety of options. Stites Grocery and Catering in Lima. Stop in, call us, or check out our Facebook page for our daily deals.
At That Place for Pets, we offer classes for puppies to seniors, puppy kindergarten, family dog, advanced or top dog, and agility classes. If you're looking for a place for your dog to play, we offer doggy daycare. Let them play in a monitored, temperature-controlled area. Doggy daycare is available Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Screening is required. At That Place for Pets, our groomers are ready to help your pet look their best. Call today for your appointment. That Place for Pets, for playing, training, and grooming, where every dog can be a top dog.
Whatever Cards and Games in Ada is your locally owned, family-friendly business for all your gaming needs. We carry a wide range of collectible card games, board games, family games, role-playing games, educational games for all ages, and more. Stop in today for your much-needed expansion packs and war miniatures. We are an official tournament store for Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, and Cardfight Vanguard. Expect an enjoyable time at Whatever Cards and Games, where there's fun for everyone.
In business since 1986, Klein's Auto Parts and Repair Center has been the go-to place for auto repairs. Our store is well stocked with high-quality Napa parts. Our Napa Auto Repair Center is a full-service garage located right next door. Check out these specials. With locations in Ada, Kenton, and Bellefontaine, you are never far from quality auto parts and services.
Nareda Lanes in Ada offers men's league bowls on Mondays and Wednesday evenings, women's league bowls on Thursday evenings, couples bowls on Friday evenings, kids bowl on Saturday mornings from December through March, Scotch mixed double bowls on the last Saturday of every month, open bowling on Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon reserve the bowling alley for children's birthday parties, and on Sunday, lanes are available to reserve for birthdays of any age as well as for group events. Check out NaredaLanes.com for more info.
Trust us.
NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us.
Stites Grocery is a discount grocery store for over 30 years. You know us for our great variety of food at very reasonable prices and our high-quality meat department where you can get our deli and meats at low prices. But did you know we've been catering for over 10 years? We specialize in wedding receptions and other events. We can customize your party with a variety of options. Stites Grocery and Catering in Lima. Stop in, call us, or check out our Facebook page for our daily deals.
At That Place for Pets, we offer classes for puppies to seniors, puppy kindergarten, family dog, advanced or top dog, and agility classes. If you're looking for a place for your dog to play, we offer doggy daycare. Let them play in a monitored, temperature-controlled area. Doggy daycare is available Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Screening is required. At That Place for Pets, our groomers are ready to help your pet look their best. Call today for your appointment. That Place for Pets, for playing, training, and grooming, where every dog can be a top dog.
Whatever Cards and Games in Ada is your locally owned, family-friendly business for all your gaming needs. We carry a wide range of collectible card games, board games, family games, role-playing games, educational games for all ages, and more. Stop in today for your much-needed expansion packs and war miniatures. We are an official tournament store for Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, and Cardfight Vanguard. Expect an enjoyable time at Whatever Cards and Games, where there's fun for everyone.
In business since 1986, Klein's Auto Parts and Repair Center has been the go-to place for auto repairs. Our store is well stocked with high-quality Napa parts. Our Napa Auto Repair Center is a full-service garage located right next door. Check out these specials. With locations in Ada, Kenton, and Bellefontaine, you are never far from quality auto parts and services.
Nareda Lanes in Ada offers men's league bowls on Mondays and Wednesday evenings, women's league bowls on Thursday evenings, couples bowls on Friday evenings, kids bowl on Saturday mornings from December through March, Scotch mixed double bowls on the last Saturday of every month, open bowling on Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon reserve the bowling alley for children's birthday parties, and on Sunday, lanes are available to reserve for birthdays of any age as well as for group events. Check out NaredaLanes.com for more info.
Trust us.
NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us!
Third quarter just about to start here at Ohio Northern. The Polar Bears find themselves trailing 28-14 to a very good John Carroll team. Let's take a look at those halftime statistics.
Well, right now, pretty much in favor of the JCU Blue Streaks. 14 first downs, 94 rushing yards, 201 passing through the air, nearly 300 total yards of offense. Ohio Northern just above 200 there, and the big score you don't see is the fumble return. That really doesn't total up on our yards we have there, and that was that 17-yard fumble recovery by Chad Stalonker to give John Carroll their 28th point. That happened just under minutes ago in the first half, and then Ohio Northern bounced back. They drove all the way down the field with a big sack just with no time left, or with little time left. Ohio Northern, no timeouts, couldn't get a field goal. So it's been that'd have been nice for Ohio Northern to get something. You take away the fumble 7 that they gave up, it's a one-score game. It seems like John Carroll has maybe moved the ball easier so far, but they missed a couple field goals in the first quarter. Just right now, a 2-score game. This is an important drive for Ohio Northern, because if they don't score, obviously John Carroll, who's had some very good possessions late in that second quarter, they've been tough to stop. You hate to give them the opportunity to put you down 3 scores.
Very true, Jeff. And John Carroll's got a nice defensive line. So rushing the football for Ohio Northern, they've had as a stat point out, 66 yards. So it's been a little tough rushing the football. But McFadden has had his moments passing the football, as 3 different receivers have caught passes for Ohio Northern. And, of course, the one to Amison for 71 yards and a touchdown. McFadden, he's just going to run it to the right side and away from the pressure, and he'll try to move it across the 40, and he does.
Decent. Yeah, not bad. 5-6
Joey
yards.
Diven, Chad Stallnaker, who had the fumble recovery and the run for a touchdown, is in on the stop. He's number 12.
Yeah, that sack that we talked about, 10.5, Adam Thompson for John Carroll. He tackled McFadden, and like I said, the clock simply ran out, and they had the ball down about on the 7 or so yard line. So, I mean, it could have been easily a field goal attempt. But right now they're bouncing back with a nice start here, Dave. First down on their first possession.
Brock Martin picks up the first down out of Seneca East. And Attica, he has the first down. And the Polar Bears on the move. Football at the 48-yard line. 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right. It's going to go to Martin. Not much running room there.
Mentioned Ohio Northern running game. Just 66 yards of rushing offense in the first half. McFadden led the way with 12 rushes for 31 yards. And long of 21, Brock Martin had 3 attempts for 23 yards. 21 was his long, and A.J. Marks carried the ball 4 times for 12 yards. He did record a touchdown, but that was the limited offense rushing the ball. Receiving, Chad Rex, 5 catches, 50 yards. Caleb Sawfeld, 2 catches, 24 yards. And Anthony Amison, as Dave mentioned, a catch. They only have him down for 1 catch. I'm sure I thought he had 2 catches on that drive. Maybe not, but he had that 1 big catch, as you mentioned, a 71-yarder for a touchdown. You're right, I had Sawfeld. Sawfeld had the 2 catches in the same drive, but Anthony Amison came up with a 71-yarder for a touchdown.
McFadden, no gain on that play, so it's 3rd down and 10.
Quickly, though, we're into another critical down and distance, Dave. Again, you punt the ball back to the Blue Streaks. You give them a chance to go up 3 scores, and 3rd down and 30 feet.
McFadden, he's in trouble trying to scramble. Boy, that defensive line is after him. And good defensive play there by number 23, Ariel Jimenez, who's been a thorn in the Polar Bears' side the entire first half.
He has. He closed well on the receiver here and got there just in time to knock it away. Again, pretty good downfield coverage. McFadden buying some time and open receiver, and a good play by.
Good defense there by Jimenez. That means Ohio Northern will have to punt it away. Devaney will kick it. It's a high punt. It's going to hit at the 25 and get a nice roll towards the 15, and it's going to land at the 14. So John Carroll will start their first offensive drive of the second half at the 14-yard line.
Well, we'll see once if the defense found something during halftime that they wanted to try to slow down the John Carroll offense, and they're going to be tested right here. This is a big possession. As I mentioned, a 2-score game right now already. Be nice if the Polar Bears can force a 3-and-out, or at least keep the ball on their side of the field. Don't let them get into Polar Bear territory.
Megling, he's going to go the option to the right side. There's the move across the 20.
For the Blue Streaks of John Carroll, Megalin had 10 carries on the ground for 64 yards. Canganelli had 11 carries for 33 yards, and that was a chunk of their offensive rushing yards. And receiving, Darren Davis, 3 receptions for 65. Evan Nugent, 3 for 63. And Danny Disbro with 2 for 36 and a touchdown.
Canganelli goes to the right side, and Ohio Northern will bring him down after a gain of about 3. Football will be just shy of the 25-yard line.
Mentioned Canganelli, the leading rusher attack or person, if you will, for the Blue Streaks coming into tonight's game. Hasn't caught a lot of passes out of the backfield. He does have 2 receptions for 26 yards, but something with a guy like him, if he's out in space or they can get the ball to him on the outside, he can be very dangerous. And he does have the 2 catches for 26 yards in the first half so far.
Limerick and Canganelli in the backfield. Canganelli goes to the right side, pressure by Megling, and he's going to come down this time as Ohio Northern's defense will bring him down. And Hazaloo, one of them, number 30.
I thought
number 11 also
Mark
in
Niles,
on the stop.
I thought he made the first contact. He made the first initial hit, but good job by the Polar Bears, Dave, making sure that Magdalene could not get free and run. So the defense, I think, Dave, super job. Here you wanted a 3 and out, and that's exactly what they got.
Defense steps up, 4th down and 10, football at the 19, so Ohio Northern should get good field position.
Just a second punt of the game for the Blue Streaks. Ohio Northern, and that punt here to start the third quarter, just their 3rd punt. So we've had very few punting opportunities today.
Fair catch, and Ohio Northern will have it at the 48-yard line as low line drive type of a kick. So let's see what Ohio Northern can do here. This, I think, should be a big offensive series for Ohio Northern. They get great field position at the 48. So let's see if they can capitalize on this with 10:35 to go here in the third quarter. Only McFadden in the backfield. He looks downfield. Pass to Marks, and Marks will make the catch, short gain.
Marks just his 5th catch on the season, so he hasn't been very active out of the backfield, more the rusher. But that 5th catch, a nice positive yards, 5 yards on first down. I think coaches would always take that if you had a first down. Now 2nd and 5, you can do a lot in this situation. Ball across the midfield in John Carroll University territory.
Marks, a Stalemaker, he'll make the hit, but he's near the first down as
one group of guys signaling like a fumble, and the Polar Bear coming out like he's running for 6. So
Brock Martin says he'll go with it.
He'll be stopped short, so
they got both Martin and Marks in the backfield, and they're going to mark that
well short. I think we'll take a look here.
Take a look at that one again.
He maybe did lose it.
Ball did come loose. Oh, yes.
Yep, there it is.
Yeah, that's why the mark's a little
back to where it was.
Yep.
Well, fortunate. I don't know who recovered it, but it looks like a Polar Bear did.
Marks, he's going to have that first down now.
Good ball running, good ball possession there, too, as A.J. Marks rushes for a much-needed first down to keep this drive going, and back-to-back first downs here in this drive.
Northern looks to the sidelines. Clock approaches 9 minutes. Scoreboard sponsored by That Place for Pets. John Carroll 28, Ohio Northern 14. McFadden, good protection. Now he's got to roll. He's coming to right side. He's going to run it. Cuts upfield, across the 30 to the 25.
12-yard gain. Good job. And really, it's all on the McFadden. Good coverage downfield. Didn't force the football. But, boy, you're able to scamper. And that's a nice luxury to have if your quarterback is a little bit mobile and can make some things happen with his feet.
There you see him. Very patient. Nothing open. Nice move. Cuts it right upfield. Nice gain for Ohio Northern. Martin will take it, and he'll go straight ahead for yardage. We'll call it a gain of 3, making it 2nd down and 7.
Important possession here for the Polar Bears. Remember, they had a similar situation at the end of the first half. They drove the ball down, got a big play to get it to where they actually had a shot at points, and they came away with nothing. And the possession before that's when they gave John Carroll the fumble 7. So you got to kind of forget about that. But, boy, the opportunities that they've had or given.
McFadden going for the end zone. There's the flag.
I say it was underthrown. I don't think John Carroll's probably happy, but the defender never looked back. And we talked about last night, if you're not looking back, there's really no way you're going to bypass or take a look at it here.
Amison.
Pass interference.
Boy, I tell you what,
Defense,
I think
number
he'd have
23,
caught that ball.
15-yard penalty. Automatic, first down.
If there wouldn't have been the contact.
So a break for the Polar Bears, they'll take it. I mean, that's what you need. You throw the ball down the field, give your playmaker a chance to make a play.
Well, let's see if Ohio Northern can take advantage. Football's at the 8-yard line. 7:38 to go here in the third quarter of play. Ohio Northern, they need a touchdown here. They've got four receivers left side, one receiver, Amison right. They go right.
Similar type of play again.
Boy. Lots of, at time he did turn, but
didn't turn very much. But again, wasn't any contact either. I mean, the defender was in the area as Ohio Northern really tried to make you think they were doing something on the far side of the field, and really it was just all disguise, a setup, give Amison a chance to come up with the catch.
Yeah, isolated Amison to the right side. Now it's a little bit more of a balanced look. Two receivers to the right. This time Martin gets it. Boy, he powers straight ahead, and suddenly he's pushed back there as number 53, Adam Thompson, 5'10", 230-pound senior out of St. Ed's in Cleveland. 5'10", 230, Jeff.
That's
hello.
It's a tree stump.
That's what Brock Martin met there on that running play.
Immovable object.
We've called Thompson's number quite often here this afternoon. McFadden. Martin will go to his right. He's looking to his left, but goes back to his favorite target. My goodness.
Well, it was underthrown again. He was pressured, and I think it looked like maybe it was a Chase Rose, the intended receiver, maybe lost his footing a little bit. He couldn't come back to make a strong play. No flag on the field, and now they rely on Chase Watson to put some points on the board.
Chase Watson will try the field goal. 6-foot senior out of Elida.
2 of 3 on the season in field goal opportunities.
He's right in front of the goal post.
About like an extra point.
Perkins will hold. He puts it down. The kick is up. He got it. Watson with the field goal. 6:48 to go, third quarter. Our score, John Carroll 28, Ohio Northern 17, and we have a flag. So we'll slow it up for just a moment to make sure we know what happens. But both teams off the field, so most likely it will go against
ruling
John
on the
Carroll.
field.
Or
the field goal is good. After the
Polar.
play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 56, John Carroll.
Against John Carroll.
15-yard penalty will be enforced on the succeeding kickoff.
On the kickoff
number
penalty,
56,
so
first
our score, John
unsportsmanlike
Carroll
conduct
28,
of the
Ohio
game.
Northern 17 will return with that kickoff right after this. Ohio Northern will kick it off at midfield thanks to the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against John Carroll on the the field goal by Watson.
We'll see what they want to do here. Obviously, Watson can probably put it out of the end zone. See if they kind of pooch it or squib it. Try to get a deflection off of a would-be receiver.
I think they'd want to go short, but they go long. It's going to be in the end zone. They're going to bring it out.
Boy,
Canganelli still on his feet.
That's a
Gets it to the 40.
He made a lot. And, that's something where, it's a short kick anyways. You field it in the end zone, so you think the defenders have less room to travel, like they'd be down there quicker, but they made a nice return and got an excellent field position. I was really surprised he took it out of the end zone, basically a 40-yard return.
Nice tackle on the return by Gianni McCrea, junior out of Miami, Florida for Ohio Northern. So John Carroll's football at their own 40-yard line.
Well, they only did a 3-and-out last time. The defense for Ohio Northern did a nice job. Can they do it again?
Polar Bears need that defensive effort on this series as they try to climb back in this one. Megling straight back over to the right side. It's complete to Nugent. He'll step out of bounds inside the Ohio Northern 40-yard line. We'll call it the 39.
Canganelli is the returner for the John Carroll that returned it all the way out to the 40, and a nice pass play here, as you said, to Nugent. And they're, in one return and one pass play, they're already down in scoring position almost. I mean, their momentum or good start to this drive here where John Carroll will try to answer a Ohio Northern field goal with points of their own.
Megling, he's going to roll to his left side. Pass is caught by Limerick. Limerick with the catch inside the 10. And, boy, just like that, you said, Jeff, here they are. There's boom, 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 and they're within scoring distance.
I'd want to show Limerick on the stat sheet for any catches. So
it's his first.
Could have been his first, and a nice one.
I think he had a couple of rushing plays, and that's it. Canganelli goes to the right side looking for that end zone, and I think he's in.
He got it.
Touchdown, Michael Canganelli.
Boy, instant offense. You get 3, we're going to get 6 and possibly 7 in about, 3 or 4 plays? 3? Count the 40-yard reception or 40-yard kickoff return where Ohio Northern maybe now should have kicked out of the end zone, but that just would have made the drive a little bit longer. Apparently, John Carroll very efficient on this drive.
Yeah, they lost the field position that they'd gained through the penalty. So Danko will try the extra point for John Carroll. Megling puts the snap down, and it's good. Danko's extra point makes it John Carroll 35, Ohio Northern 17. We'll be back with more football action right after this.
You know Stites Grocery as a discount grocery store for over 30 years. You know us for our great variety of food at very reasonable prices and our high-quality meat department where you can get our deli and meats at low prices. But did you know we've been catering for over 10 years? We specialize in wedding receptions and other events. We can customize your party with a variety of options. Stites Grocery and Catering in Lima. Stop in, call us, or check out our Facebook page for our daily deals.
Ohio Northern will get the football after the kick off from John Carroll, but they find themselves once again down by 35-17 count here in the second half of play on a beautiful afternoon here.
Yeah, just kind of
Dial
lost
Roberson Stadium.
Yeah, and it's the Polar Bears come down, nice drive. They get to the red zone, kind of stall, settle for a field goal, and then John Carroll, even after their unsportsmanlike penalty, Ohio Northern really couldn't make them pay. They gave up a great kickoff return by Canganelli out to the 40, and then basically bang, 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 touchdown. So
just a great drive by
John and that was
Carroll.
the same offense. The possession before you held 3 plays and out. So
it's hard to figure sometimes, isn't it?
So a chance here now. Another. I thought the drive before Ohio Northern was a must drive to get points. They got them, but they gave up 7 after that. So now they're actually find themselves down now by more than when they started the half. So a critical drive here for the Polar Bears. You got to go down and get 6 to stay with the John Carroll offense.
McFadden in the pocket. Pass incomplete, intended for Amison. Incomplete, stopping the clock with 5:43 to go.
Mentioned in our pregame the past 5 meetings between these two schools that the road team has won. And right now John Carroll trying to make it 6 in a row
That's kind of an unusual statistic when you really think about it. The road team wins, not the home team.
And last year, Ohio Northern won 27-20 in double overtime up in University Heights. Right now, it's pretty much been John Carroll in control. And right now, the 18-point lead.
Defense on John Carroll's part, they've got an outstanding defensive line, and it's going to be 3rd down and 8 or so. Football at the Ohio Northern 27-yard line. Third quarter action. These two teams battling to stay in contention for the upper echelon of the OAC. Both have one loss. McFadden in trouble. Stalemaker is there, as well as looks like maybe that might be Thompson again. Number 56 this time has really got the sack. That's 56, Jimmy Thomas.
I believe that's at least their 3rd sack today. And again, they came in with 28 in just 5 games. So they've been it's been one of their strengths in their defense, have been their defensive unit, and particularly creating, causing quarterback sacks. And last week, I believe they held their team they played to negative rushing yards. And in college football, sacks go down as rushing yards, and they held them to negative 14.
High kick, fair catch at the John Carroll 42 as Darren Davis makes the catch, and John Carroll will have the football in good field position as well at the 42. That's a lot of sacks.
It is, and that's one of the reasons why they only give up 10 points a game on average. And Ohio Northern, credit to them, they've already kind of gone over that average, but the defense has been strong. And you remember some of the plays Ohio Northern has achieved or gotten has been some broken plays at McFadden, being pressured a little bit in the backfield, able to avoid the sack a couple times and get some positive chunk yards. But here lately, it seems like John Carroll defensively, winning the battle, and offensively really getting some yards on offense. Other than that one possession to start this 3rd quarter, they've been, I'm guessing now they're past 5 or 6 possessions they've scored or moved the ball significantly. Just the one punt in that 5 or 6 string of possessions they've had.
Megling with the first down run brought down by Jamar Hines, and Megling this time is going to roll back. Here comes pressure from Ohio Northern. Megling's going to counter. He's going to go across the 40 and step outside just before the 35-yard line, and he'll be near that first down. Yep. Megling before that carry had 73 yards and 12 attempts. So add 9 more to his total for 82, and it's going to set down a 2nd down and short for John Carroll. Be interesting to see what the Blue Streaks do here. Oh, it's Megling.
Some chunk yards here again. Almost not even touched until well down the field. So the offensive line doing a fine job of controlling the defensive unit of the Polar Bears. And
little deception there, and the fake and the look to the right side and then the run to the left, and just enough to pick up some big yardage.
Another big run for Anthony Meglin, and as mentioned, they're going to be pushing nearly 400 total yards of offense here in the 3rd quarter.
Canganelli headed for the end zone. Is he in? Going to be just short.
Just short, but another strong run. And John Carroll, they're right back to the line of scrimmage. They get to play in. They're going to go bang, bang here.
Canganelli. Touchdown. 1-yard run, Canganelli. He finds the end zone, and now it's 41-17, and this one's slipping away from the Polar Bears.
Yeah, unfortunately for Ohio Northern, they've caught John Carroll on a heck of a run here. They have just been offensively dynamic and done a lot of things well here, not only on the ground but through the air, and their defense has played pretty good as well and forced a fumble 7, which you don't usually count on your defense to score points, but add that on to what we're seeing on the ground and through the air, and all phases of their game are clicking this afternoon.
Danko tacks on the 42nd point. It's John Carroll 42, Ohio Northern 17. We'll be back right after this.
At That Place for Pets, we offer classes for puppies to seniors, puppy kindergarten, family dog, advanced or top dog, and agility classes. If you're looking for a place for your dog to play, we offer doggy daycare. Let them play in a monitored, temperature-controlled area. Doggy daycare is available Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Screening is required. At That Place for Pets, our groomers are ready to help your pet look their best. Call today for your appointment. That Place for Pets, for playing, training, and grooming, where every dog can be a top dog.
John Carroll will kick it off. 3:01 to go here in the third quarter. And as we said, Jeff, John Carroll slowly taking this one over.
Yeah, they're over 400 yards of total offense now, and the offense is just basically doing what they want offensively, and makes it very tough for Ohio Northern's defense to get any stops, and another reason why John Carroll's ranked the way they are. And
Megling went over 100 yards on that last series too. 14 carries, 104 yards as the kick.
Down, he was caught it with one because he had a foot in the end zone. That's as if you're in it. Yep. So,
yep.
Boy, another quick scoring drive though by John Carroll. Don't have the exact numbers on that drive yet. Yeah, there it is. Here's the last drive: 5 plays, 58 yards, a minute 15 off the clock. Before that, it was a 3-play, 60-yard drive, 51 seconds. And they've had other scoring drives of 112 and 157, so they have at times in very few plays gone the distance. And
Marks tries to get across the 25-yard line. He's brought down there by number 50, Tyler Frederick. Frederick, junior out of Highland. Hadley and Amison are to the left side. In the backfield, I believe, is Martin. Across the middle, pass to Rex, and he makes the catch.
Right at the first down stick. Rex has his sixth catch now for 60 yards, and another fine night, like another fine game for him. But boy, down this much, you need to get Chad Rex and Saalfeld and even Amison, whoever you can, to get some chunk yards here. And against a good defense, that's obviously easier said than done.
Martin, it's not going to go anywhere.
Right, about 6 blue streaks on that tackle. I mean, they swarm well, and one guy makes the first point of contact, and for the most part, Ohio Northern's not been able to run out of many of those tackles. And within seconds, moments, the host of the defense is there to make the stop.
Yeah, Connor Bogard, defensive lineman. He's 6'1", 255. He's a little bit taller.
What was the other one? 5'10" for 250?
Yeah.
5'10" for 250?
Yeah. He's out of Benedictine, too. McFadden.
Well, he avoids a sack and gets some positive yards. That's kind of the rushing he's done today. It's been drop back look, and then he hasn't had always a lot of time to look downfield. He usually has to move as the pocket's being collapsed on or collapsing on him, and for the most part has picked up his yards that way. McFadden, 51 yards on the afternoon.
3rd down and 6. Chad Rex will go to the left side. As a receiver, Martin alongside McFadden. He looks to the short side. It's going to be incomplete, intended for Brendan Hadley.
Wouldn't have been enough for a first down, but
6'3" senior out of Bradenton, Florida.
Have to punt it
Lakewood
here.
Ranch.
Tough
so
possession.
That means Polar Bears have got to kick it away.
Winding down here, the final 53 seconds of another apparently quite of a quick third quarter, and would have been nice to see the Polar Bears put together a couple first downs, but not able to do so. And
Darren Davis, number 17, is deep for John Carroll.
One thing Ohio Northern's done very well this year is punt coverage. They're allowing only 4 punt return yards all season. And this one's a little bit more
Davis
than
is going to get a couple more
10.
than 4.
Yeah,
Not
so
too many.
It says allowing only 4 punt return yards this season.
Wow,
so
that's an impressive stat, really.
In the last 15 games, Ohio Northern's only allowed 2 punt return yards. So that's quite an accomplishment on downfield coverage. That time they get about 10, but overall the Polar Bears do a nice job. And there's a penalty. I did not see it, but on the far side now, a penalty flag. And sometimes
see what
holding.
the call is.
Illegal formation, kicking team, number 20. That penalty is declined. Personal foul, hands to the face, offense, number 55. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced 15 yards from the end of the first down.
That'll go against Ohio Northern.
Give them a 10-yard return on the punt, and then a personal foul, another 15. So that's a 25-yard shift in field position.
Wow. Puts her in Ohio Northern territory at the 47.
They might as well have gone for it on 4th down.
Might as well, yeah.
I mean, that was not what they should have done, but the net effect is it's about John Carroll getting the ball almost back where the original line of scrimmage within about 10 or so yards where it was last snapped.
Megling right side, nice move. He's across the 35. And good yardage for Megling.
You mentioned he went over just 100 yards in their last possession, so he's adding on to that. And coming into the game for the John Carroll Blue Streaks, Megling had 44 rushing attempts, about 8 carries a game. Today he's already had 15, so he's well above his average rushing the ball and had only averaged 20 yards rushing per game. And so, I mean, he's definitely done more on the ground today than apparently he's done throughout the first 5 games of the season. So he's doing a little bit more, and he's doing it well today. Like I said, over the 100 yards rushing for the quarterback.
Be a procedure against John Carroll.
Actually, Ohio Northern was offsides.
Or rather, Ohio Northern jumped. LaDondrick Chapman. And that's going to end our 3rd quarter of football. Our score, John Carroll 42, Ohio Northern 17. We'll be back with 4th quarter action right after this.
Whatever Cards and Games in Ada is your locally owned, family-friendly business for all your gaming needs. We carry a wide range of collectible card games, board games, family games, role-playing games, educational games for all ages, and more. Stop in today for your much-needed expansion packs and war miniatures. We are an official tournament store for Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, and Cardfight Vanguard. Expect an enjoyable time at Whatever Cards and Games, where there's fun for everyone.
Back here at Ohio Northern University, Polar Bears looking at a 42-17 deficit, and as you take a look at some of the numbers, John Carroll 426 total offense, Ohio Northern 268. And here in the second half, the Polar Bears have been quiet outside that field goal in the 3rd quarter. As John Carroll, 28 points in the 2nd quarter, 14 in the 3rd quarter. Looking for more here is Canganelli. Gets it across the 25 and has the first down, and the Blue Streaks drive continues.
They've only punted just twice today. Ohio Northern, on the other hand, just 4 times, but 2 punts usually indicates the other team's moving the ball pretty well, and they haven't had any turnovers, so they've done a lot of it. The really only turnovers they have is the missed field goals early in the 1st quarter.
Canganelli straight ahead. Call it 2nd down and 5. They'll place that football at the 18-yard line. Megling shouts directions to his teammates as they set the offense. He's going for the end zone for Nugent, incomplete.
I believe it was Nugent had a nice over-the-shoulder catch in the first half. That time just out of his reach, and And one of the things you look at the game, obviously the defense for John Carroll has been good, and Ha Northern came in to this game ranked 6th nationally on third down conversions. Usually if you're converting third downs, you're moving the ball, you're doing well. Today, the Polar Bears on third down just 4 of 13. So that's down well below their average, and that's been the case where then drives stop and force you to kick or punt or go for it on 4th down. But that's another stat I think sometimes is overlooked. I think usually teams that do well convert well on third downs.
Megling on the draw. He'll go straight up the middle. He'll get across the 10-yard line.
And make that now for John Carroll. They're now 7 of 12 on third downs. That was a third down run. So a big play there to keep a new set of downs. And so John Carroll 7 of 12 on the afternoon on third downs. Ha Northern just 4 of 13.
Greg Dennis, defensive back for the Polar Bears with the stop, and football on the 8-yard line. First down, Megling has this one in control. Canganelli, he'll go across the 5 to about the 4. It's going to be third down and just about 5 yards to go for the end zone, about 4.5 yards.
Canganelli's already has 3 rushing touchdowns on the day, so I would expect to see him get another shot of it here, or shot at it.
Canganelli goes left to the right side, intercepted. Ha Northern in the end zone with the interception, and that's number 13, Jamar Hines. Hines with the interception, and boy, is that a big play.
Yeah,
12:39 to go.
Hate to get greedy, but too bad he couldn't run the distance back, and a nice play by the receiver who has to turn into a defensive back, and I think it was 14. Yes, it was. It made
Nugent.
So Nugent, and credit for the tackle, or else it could have been 6. So one of the few mistakes that John Carroll has made today, and for John Carroll's Anthony McGlenny, or quarterback, he now has 4 interceptions for Magdalen on the season.
Great effort there by number 25 for John Carroll as he came in strong from that defensive end position. As you'll see, McFadden, the fake to Marks and the deflection.
Timing. Read the quarterback's body language, his eyes, saw the throw and put his paws up in the air. And a lot of times those deflected passes can end up to become a lineman's dream, if you will, a catch and a score this close to the end zone.
McFadden almost a pick as number 29, Javon Taylor, or rather number 29 is
Tyshawn Jones.
Tyshawn Jones, who's been a factor a few other times here this afternoon.
And back-to-back pass attempts, back-to-back touches. The first touch has been by the wrong team.
That's right. That usually means trouble for somebody.
Yep. Brings up 3rd and long, where the Ha Northern struggled on third downs already today, just 4 of 13.
McFadden, he'll go straight back. Looking downfield, he's in trouble. He's going to scramble. And for the 3rd straight time, we've got a deflected football. This time it was Ray Brown, 6'2", 240 senior, out of Cleveland St. Ignatius. Take a look again on the replay. You see Brown battling. Gets his hands up and deflects the pass. 4th down and 10.
Going back to the interception. Too bad he couldn't run it all the way back, so give Nugent a pat on the back for John Carroll making the tackle, because Northern did nothing with the opportunity. 3 deflected passes, or 3 incomplete passes.
Devaney's kick is going to be fielded at the Ohio Northern 49 on the fair catch, as Darren Davis catches it, and John Carroll has it at the 49, and they'll have it 1st and 10 with 12:18 to go.
Well, John Carroll self-destructed themselves the last drive. They're going to defensively, they gave the ball right back to themselves, so another chance here to put more points on the board. We'll see how, let's say, aggressive they go after it with a big lead, and kind of late in the ball game here with 12 minutes to go. But I would expect them to continue to, get after it on offense.
Megling calling the signals. He'll hand it off. Canganelli. He'll get it across. Pickup of 3, they'll mark it at the 46. 2nd down and 7.
Besides Canganelli, other than Meglin running it, have we seen another really running back?
Limerick had a couple carries, and that's it.
Okay. I know Limerick had that touchdown catch, but Limerick a few carries. Other than that, I thought maybe, it's been all number 15 Canganelli in the backfield.
Yep, those 2 players have had all but, I think, 3 plays. John Carroll, they look to the sidelines. Nugent is over here to the right side. Megling. Canganelli turns the corner. He's at the 25 and near the 20-yard line before he's finally brought to the turf here at Bill Robinson Field. Take a look at that one again.
Untouched, and really did a lot of that. He got wide and turned the corner, and he's almost getting better as the game goes on. Continues to run the ball with strong effort. He has 86 yards on the day. He's 14 yards away from joining Meglin for cracking the 100-yard mark. Meglin with 126 yards rushing.
Megling, he'll get it to Canganelli.
He's going to be 13 yards from 100 now.
Picked up maybe a yard. You can go backwards in this too, Jeff.
Yes, you can.
Canganelli, he's a nice player, though. Where's he out of? Mayfield Village.
He came in with 4 rushing touchdowns on the season, but he's been in the right spot, right position today. He's had a number of short yardage touchdown runs. He has 3 rushing touchdowns on the game today, so 4 coming in, now 3, 7 on the season.
Straight ahead there, and it makes it 3rd down and about 6 as the football is at the Ohio Northern 18. And Polar Bear defense has got to be getting just a little bit tired as they've been out on the field a lot here in the second half. Canganelli straight ahead. He's across the 15. It will be short of the 1st down, though. It looks like John Carroll will go for it. Limerick will come in as Canganelli will go out.
Play clock down inside of 20, nearing 15, so plenty of time for John Carroll to get this 4th down snap off, and they apparently will go for it.
Handoff, plenty of running room. 1st down, and
Limerick
dies across the 10, and
Devin
the drive
Limerick
will continue.
He had the 3 carries early in the game for -3 yards, so that puts him back on the right side of the mark now with a nice run on 4th down.
Limerick again, he's going to find the end zone. 8-yard touchdown run for Limerick.
Well, pretty efficient there. Nice when your lead back goes out and Limerick comes in and converts on 4th down and then finishes it on the next possession.
Limerick, a 5'9", 160-pound freshman out of Green Township in Akron. Danko for the extra point. Kick looks good. Makes it 7 TDs, 7 extra points are scored. John Carroll, 49. Ohio Northern, 17. Will return right after this.
In business since 1986, Klein's Auto Parts and Repair Center has been the go-to place for auto repairs. Our store is well stocked with high-quality Napa parts. Our Napa Auto Repair Center is a full-service garage located right next door. Check out these specials. With locations in Ada, Kenton, and Bellefontaine, you are never far from quality auto parts and services.
John Carroll has the big lead at 49-17, and here in the second half, the Blue Streaks have just really blown this one wide open. They've got over 500 yards total offense, and
yeah, 5:01 for the game, and about split 50-50, 247 on the ground, 254 through the air. Ohio Northern 268 total yards, 107 on the ground, 161 through the air. Right now it's just been, like I said, a whole lot of JCU and not enough ONU here, especially in the second half. Remember, this game, there was no scoring at all in the first quarter.
That's what's almost hard to believe when you think back to the way this one started.
And Ohio Northern had it tied. Ohio Northern actually scored first, so they were tied at 14 all, and then JCU went up by 7 late in the first half, and then Ohio Northern fumbled. Fumble 7 made it a 2-touchdown lead, and from that point on, it's been pretty much the Blue Streaks.
Rex with the return, Chad Rex. The senior gets it across the 35 and up to about the 37-yard line. So a nice return by Chad Rex for Ohio Northern. I'd like to remind everybody that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of Ohio Northern football on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503 tonight at 11 p.m., Sunday, October the 14th at 2 p.m., and you can also watch the games on WOSN and on demand on the NKTelco Sports Facebook page and at nktelco.net. Rushing play for the Polar Bears, and they'll pick up about 3 yards, make it 2nd down and 7. Football now at the 40-yard line. Chad Rex will go to the right side as Amison is on the short side. Sawfield will go with Rex to the right side. Hadley joins Amison to the left. McFadden looks right. Pass is completed.
Yard to gain. It might be just a bit short, but nice to see the pass completed. Remember the drive they had after the interception, all 3 passes incomplete. All 3 passes actually touched first by John Carroll.
Sawfield with the catch. 3rd down, and let's call it a yard.
First down.
Marks has the first down. A.J. Marks, 5'10 sophomore with the first down.
A nice job by Ohio Northern. It's been a while. They haven't had many first downs this half, so I know the outcome of the game is pretty much in hand, or as you're getting beat, but you still got to continue to make plays, working at a very good defense, so can only get better as they will try to put some more points on here in the second half or in this drive, hopefully.
3 receivers to the left side as McFadden looks that way, and he goes for Sawfield, but defender fell down, but the pass is incomplete. Caleb Sawfield, he was wide open.
He was, and pass just overthrown, or else it was an easy 6, but not happening there as the defender had fallen down, as you said, so Ohio Northern can't take advantage of that. And you mentioned today's game, a rough one here against John Carroll. Next week, Ohio Northern will travel at Capital. Capital 0-5 on the season, and
this time Brock Martin gets the carry.
You mentioned Capital next week. They're 0-5 right now overall, 0-4 in the OAC. I didn't check the score, but today Mount Union is playing at Capital.
That's not a good sign for Capital right
Capital
there.
Crusaders have their hands full today against the #1 ranked team in the Division III, and then next week will host the Polar Bears. So again, you can't overlook anyone, but the Polar Bears going to have to take what they learned and found out in this game and turn it around. And you got a team that is struggling on the season down at Capital, but every Saturday is a new day, and Ohio Northern will try to turn it around against them.
There's pressure on McFadden, and number 56 in with the stop for John Carroll as Jimmy Thomas, 6'2", 245-pound defensive lineman out of Buffalo, New York, makes the stop.
And if you're interested, 56-3, as we're being told, is the score, with Mount Union leading over Capital. So Capital having a tough time down at home, and they'll face these Polar Bears next Saturday. So both teams, Capital and Ohio Northern, will be coming in with some wounds to mend.
Limerick with the return. He'll bring it back up to the 32, 33-yard line, or rather make that Davis, and there's a penalty.
I think we're going to have unnecessary roughness on John Carroll, or a penalty there. There's a couple guys blocking each other and way away from the ball too, so we'll see once what the call is.
Got the attention of the Ohio Northern fans on this side of the field.
During the return, holding, return team number 52.
Number 52 guilty of a hold.
First down.
I think he's basically just laying on the Polar Bear. It looked like, from what I saw, they were, at least the portion I saw, it looked like he had fallen on top of him and just basically pinned him. And I don't know.
Might be a wrestler.
Well, right now, I mentioned last possession, John Carroll came up with another sack. That's 4 on the day for the Blue Streak.
Limerick, that head on there.
Mentioned coming into the game, another penalty here. There's a couple of them fly. Blue Streaks came in with 28 sacks on the season. Now make it, let's see, 26 or 28? 28 sacks on the season, so add 4 more to that. 32 on the season.
To the play, personal foul, defense number 11, unnecessary roughness. 15 yards added to the end of the run.
Linebacker for Ohio Northern.
Automatic first down.
Guilty of the infraction. Just going to push him up all the way to the 41-yard line.
Actually 5 sacks on the afternoon, so John Carroll right at their season average. So they came in with 28, add 5 more, it's 33 in 6 games. It's another pretty good stat that, you know, if you're looking in the stat column, you see it, you got to think the team that has a high number of sacks, I mean, that's negative yards, that's a negative rushing yards comes into play.
Joshua Delosier with his first carry of the afternoon for John Carroll. Out of Columbus, DeSalle. Second down, and we'll call it 7. Football's at the 44 as clock at 4:45 as Megling, new quarterback in the game. Riley Larkin in the game for John Carroll as the senior gets a few snaps.
We've talked a lot about the John Carroll offense and how dominated they've been, and even though the scores, you know, in favor of John Carroll, David Hazelew's had another pretty good day on defense. 13 tackles, he's sack and a half. Also has 3 tackles for loss, and has been involved with 2 pass breakups. So Haselew, number 30 for Ohio Northern, has had another active day on his linebacker spot.
Larkin, he'll pitch it to Limerick, has the first down and more. He'll go across and be knocked out of bounds around the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Limerick's been a burst of fresh energy for John Carroll. He had a couple runs in that last scoring drive. A little bit different style of runner than Canganelli, but still looks like once he's out in space, he can pick him up and put him down pretty quick.
John Carroll, really a very impressive afternoon by the Blue Streaks. You know, both defensively and offensively, a well-constructed game by John Carroll as Larkin will take it and move forward to about 3-yard lines. They lost by 13 to Mount Union. Of course, Mount Union has won the league going back into the 1990s and maybe even earlier for the most part, except for I think maybe 1 year.
And you think of Division III football, you put Mount Union right up there in the definition. So they've had a nice program in Mount Union, and Ohio Northern, I know that was one of their top 10 defeats in the history.
Limerick trying to turn the corner. Boy, the John Carroll sideline is really animated over that first down there, or near the first down. That's a first down. As Limerick made the turn, and football's at the 30-yard line.
I know it's been a number of years ago, but you mentioned Mountain Union football. Ohio Northern defeated, at that time, number 2 Mountain Union 21-14 back in 2005. But anytime you can beat Mountain Union, it's
that's an accomplishment.
It is, and at that time they were number 2 in the nation. Just reading some of the times in this case, Ohio Northern playing John Carroll today, ranked number 10. Over the past seasons, 20 seasons, Ohio Northern's defeated 6 top 10 teams. They defeated number 7 Hanover, number 4 Wittenberg, both in 1999, and then number 5 Capital in 2004, and then Mount Union in 2005, and then North Central Illinois in 2009, and Wittenberg again in 2010. So they've had, success, if you will, against some top 10 ranked teams, but usually those top 10 ranked teams are there for a reason, and it takes a pretty good game plan and performance to get them defeated.
Limerick in the open field. There's
penalty.
A flag comes flying, and it's going to go against most likely John Carroll.
I think the block downfield, illegal contact or holding, probably against number 83, Oliveira, however you want to say his name.
Offense number
goes
83.
Against John Carroll.
10-yard penalty.
They've had 4 penalties for 49 yards here this afternoon, and they'll mark this one off. Only a minute 36 to go in this one.
Some of the stats I mentioned before, when you look at number of punts per game, third down conversion, time of possession, always try to read a box score and not look at the final score and see what you find. And they've only punted, John Carroll in that case, twice today. Third down conversions coming into this drive, they're well over 50%. In time of possession, they've won that battle as well. Usually those things are some good indicators of who's going to win the ball game. Not always, but boy, if you told me I was going to win those 3 categories every game, I would take my chances. Some of the important other stats, total yards. I mean, they're over 500. Ohio Northern just under 300, I think, for the game. So another tall tale factor there. But some of those other ones, those third down conversions, I think are huge when you're trying to be a good competitive or a consistent winning football club.
So we're down to the final minute or so of play, and John Carroll will take the knee with the football on the 19. As the play clock is at 3 seconds, and the knee by Riley Larkin, John Carroll's quarterback.
See if they can stall this out a little bit more, or else they'll be able to force one more snap. The officials politely wait for under 40. Now they wind it. No, I'm sorry, it was 30 seconds, so they'll have to do one more snap, and then this will do it.
That should be it. This one's history, and John Carroll lives up to the number 10 billing here this afternoon with a 49-17 win over Ohio Northern. We'll be back with our recap right after this.
Nareda Lanes in Ada offers men's league bowls on Mondays and Wednesday evenings, women's league bowls on Thursday evenings, couples bowls on Friday evenings, kids bowl on Saturday mornings from December through March, Scotch mixed double bowls on the last Saturday of every month, open bowling on Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon reserve the bowling alley for children's birthday parties, And on Sunday, lanes are available to reserve for birthdays of any age as well as for group events. Check out RadioLanes.com for more info.
Trust us.
NKTelco, a small town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us.
Stites Grocery is a discount grocery store for over 30 years. You know us for our great variety of food at very reasonable prices and our high-quality meat department where you can get our deli and meats at low prices. But did you know we've been catering for over 10 years? We specialize in wedding receptions and other events. We can customize your party with a variety of options. Stites Grocery and Catering in Lima. Stop in, call us, or check out our Facebook page for our daily deals.
At That Place for Pets, we offer classes for puppies to seniors, puppy kindergarten, family dog, advanced or top dog, and agility classes. If you're looking for a place for your dog to play, we offer doggy daycare. Let them play in a monitored, temperature-controlled area. Doggy daycare is available Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Screening is required. At That Place for Pets, our groomers are ready to help your pet look their best. Call today for your appointment. That Place for Pets, for playing, training, and grooming, where every dog can be a top dog.
John Carroll picks up the big OAC win here this afternoon, moving their record to 4-1 in conference play and 5-1 overall, with the only loss to Mount Union. Ohio Northern, on the other hand, they fall to 4-2. They lost their last couple of ball games and stand 3-2 in league play. Big win for John Carroll as you take a look at the statistics, a couple of 100-yard-plus rushers, and the second half, John Carroll pretty well took control of this one.
They did. You mentioned the ground game was significant, almost 300 rushing yards. They finished the game with 550 total yards compared to just 274 for Ohio Northern. Mentioned a good defense for John Carroll. And as I mentioned late in the game, the third down conversions, I think those are always a good fact-finding mission if you're going to find out who probably won the game. 8 of 14, very nice third down conversions for the Blue Streaks. The two they didn't get, they actually were successful on fourth down. So the two third downs they didn't get, they responded with 2 fourth down conversions. Ohio Northern, as I mentioned, came in at a good percentage, ranked top nationally in Division III in third down conversion. They did not able to do so today. And then when you do that, that often leads to my next stat, not on the screen, but is also kind of you need to know about is John Carroll punted 2 punts, where Ohio Northern had 7 punts. So when you have 5 more punts, that's 5 possessions that you give the ball back. And today, John Carroll just very aggressive and took care of the ball offensively and just dominated the game, really on both sides of the ball. And go back though, at one time, Dave, it was 14-14, and then a couple missed plays after a touchdown, the fumble 7, and then the inability to score at halftime really hampered the Polar Bear offense.
Yeah, Ohio Northern definitely in this contest in the first half. John Carroll just pulls away in the second half, and, it's on to the next mission at Capital for Ohio Northern to see if they can bounce back from this game. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for this afternoon's broadcast from Ohio Northern University. Crofts Car Center, the right choice. El Campo Mexican Restaurant for the best Mexican food. Hengelson Sausage Company, Lima's finest handcrafted sausages. nor Ada, you're always welcome. Viva Maria Italian Restaurant, authentic Italian catering available, and don't forget the cannolis. Western Sizzling Steakhouse, home of the flame-kissed steak. NKTelco, whatever cards and games where there's fun for everyone. NKT.TV, Ohio Northern University, Allen Knott Honda Toyota, a better experience at a better price only at Allen Knott. And Stites Grocery and Catering for the best prices around. Our replay sponsor this afternoon, Winners Quality Meats, and on the scoreboard, that place for pets where every dog can be a top dog. Also like to thank our crew here this afternoon, our director, Scott Robinson, assistant Bryce Hamrick, on the cameras, Tyler Wolf, Kirk Kuffiner, Ryan Gossard, all on the cameras this afternoon. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and alongside me, Jeff Henchen, and our final score from Ohio Northern, John Carroll 49, Ohio Northern 17.